Know the boy Sports News coming back at you with another slip slapper. You heard me? You feel me? 3 to 17, 4 to 9, uptown, downtown. Yeah, that 504 in the building. Let a few of y'all get up in here this morning. I know y'all probably got a busy morning on this Thursday. It be wild on after hump day. I know how it be. Let some of y'all get up in here. Come on. Come on in here. We ain't finished. We not finished at all. How y'all doing out there on this good old morning, 10 o'clock, 10:02 my time, 8:03 West Coast time. It's 11:03 East Coast time. Y'all know what it's hitting for. Let's see what this good old Thursday bring in today. You understand? We had some good playoffs, playing games, should I say, just like the playoffs. So we're gonna see what it do. We're gonna see how strong they finish. Who wanted the most? Steph rewind the hands of time. You know, he got a little healing last night. I just don't know what the Clippers was thinking about defensively on that last play, knowing Steph was gonna get that ball by any means necessary. You know he was gonna take the last shot. Nobody else wasn't gonna take it. The Raymond, Al Horford, Porzingis, whatever the other dude name is, looking like Screech out there with the wild dusty mop hair. Which you know, we'll see what the rest of the play and have the off. We got two more good games. You know what I'm saying? So let's finish off strong, get these playoffs started. I had a I wanted to touch on something else yesterday, but you know, my limit normally be two. Sometimes I go 3 hours, but when my phone be needing charge, it be around that 2 hour mark. So I wanted to touch on this because I seen something else going viral, the Boosie and Vlad situation. Now, me being from Louisiana, New Orleans, to be exact, but I done lived in Baton Rouge. What's up if I said it? What's down with it? Top of the morning, big dog. Me being from that state and that city and lived in both of those cities. This is what I have to say about that. Now, like I said, it's only opinion based. Don't take this to the heart of nothing. First of all, you was running your ass over there doing all those videos, knowing how a culture vulture Vlad was. So you weren't worrying about the money then. You were just worrying about getting on that bitch, making content, getting your bag. You know what I mean? Getting your bag. It ain't nothing wrong with getting your bag. But for a guy to be so street, to stand on so many principles, and you know what type of person Vlad is, I can't fault nobody but you for doing that shit. Hell yeah, barbecue. The grill been on since 8. I just was letting it warm up. You heard me? I got my fryers on. I got the saute line ready to go. The fire's on 750. Like Mike Epps say, 750. The white around your lips. Yeah, I got that bitch on 8,000 right now. Cause you know, people be wanting to still play the street role like I be telling y'all, but be breaking all the codes, all the morals and values in fucking life. Now, like I say, you know this nigga culture vulture. He exposed our culture. He People say he a rad, people say he get niggas busted. Now, I do agree with this part of that. Them niggas ain't gotta answer those questions when they gone, Vlad, but they do anyway. You see what I'm saying? But for you to sit your ass up there like you so street, you so gangster, you no PC ass nigga. Come on, man. You got a lot of holes in your fucking arguments now, Boosie. People starting to lose respect for you. I'm just keeping it real, bro. You doing some clown shit to stay in the algorithm, and that shit ain't cool. You know, when people really jammed your music, your music was painful. It had messages, you know, but at the end of the day, bro, like I say, it's time to evolve and change, man. You can't be on it. Now you talking about the man I want to give you $5,000. You mad because he gave Takashi more money. Fuck it. If that man tell you how much he gave, fuck, and he telling you how much you work, you can't get mad at that. That's that man pocket. Don't go your ass on there. How many videos you did on that bitch politicking like you know what you was talking about, jumping in people's shit when it came to gangster and everybody. Kodak Black. Now you complain about $5,000, man. Come on, I thought you was a boss man. Boss men already had their price set up when they go up in that bitch for an interview. You know what you work. So why is you letting a nigga underpunch you and got you up there talking like that anyway when you know you ain't getting paid the full amount? So now you heard how much Tekashi get paid. Now you want an extra five. Nah, man, that shit don't go like that. And if I'm a nigga like this, I've been paying you all this time the same thing and you ain't been having no problems. Why we got a problem now? Fuck. That's all I'm saying. Well, bitch, you fired. Do your own content. Fuck, I done gave you a voice on my platform. And no, I've been stopped fucking with Vlad. I'm not gonna lie. Ever since that AR Ab shit. And I fought AR Ab more than anything. You wasn't even supposed to get up there and talk no shit like that. You see what Pee Wee Longway did. That nigga, man, don't be asking me no incriminating question like that. You got to stand up on shit. But you niggas think y'all so gangster, y'all. So y'all know it all. Y'all been in so much shit. Y'all can break it down, how to do it, how not to do it. And you be getting yourself caught up in those interviews and talking out the side of your fucking neck. And then when the fucking people come back and snap your ass and check you on it, and all of a sudden you backpedaling and you won't do nah, that shit don't go like that. First of all, everything ain't meant to be spoke on. I'm just being honest. Everything ain't meant to be spoke on, dog. You gotta think about this too. It came a time, nigga, we ain't must have social media, nigga. All we had was outside. And I'm not even gonna lie to you. I got Facebook and Instagram after 2021. That shit been out. I never was on that shit like that. I never was the type to be putting my business, showing people what I got because I'm fresh. I'm taking pictures. The world don't need to see everything, man. You only giving people shit to talk about, bro. And then when a nigga talk about it and expose the chinks that you got in your own, man, the poke holes you got in your story, now all of a sudden you backtrack. You know what I mean? No, that shit don't go like that. That's what I'm saying, Conrad. That nigga big enough to have his own platform. You doing shows after shows. What the fuck are you glad for? And you know this nigga fucking culture vulture. But now you won't get on that bitch and want nigga to feel sorry for you and cry victim. No, nigga, that shit don't work like that. I'm just sorry. I'm sorry. That's like hanging around a nigga that ride me. And I know this nigga ride me. So he just wait for me to come back up because my husband so he could keep riding me. Nah, man, that shit don't go like that. All money ain't good money. You learned that shit in the basics, but you can't tell these old stupid knuckleheads niggas nothing. Cause they did a little time. They hung around a few killers. Cause think about it, bro. I ain't mad at how you did it, but how you try to shit on gangster, a nigga that was doing the work, putting in the work, compared to you sending a nigga crash dummies to do the shit. That's two different things, homie. You ain't getting your hands dirty. You ain't the one putting that work in. So a nigga not gonna respect you as a real shooter. You know what I mean? You got some niggas around you that's crash dummies. That's all that means. Them niggas is really out there to protect the bag. You got some niggas like that by any means. You know what I mean? And like I feel like this, man. The same way you got shit, I can get that shit. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna hate on you, but if it ain't gonna help me evolve and gonna keep me down, dog, the shit you did to Marlo Mike, that shit was fire. Everybody know that. But he was the crash dummy. He wanted to be down. He wanted to be in that type of atmosphere and zone. So you can't fault him for doing that. I mean, I can't fault you for him out there. I fault him for being stupid for you. You know what I mean? So, and me and my cousin had this talk yesterday, bro. And one thing he told me, because they the ones taught me the game and people who came before them, bro. If a nigga know you not with that shit, right? They not gonna respect you if you send a bag or not. Niggas only respect people who know how to defend themselves and who gonna really handle their business, stand on business. Like at some point, you gonna have to do your own dirty work. You gonna have to put your own work in. You can't always send niggas. Cause now you put too many people in your bed, too many people know what's happening. Murder don't have no statute of limitation, so they can always come back and pick your ass up for that shit. You dig? Open up new charges and shit. Cause niggas won't tell more now. Fuck. You dig? Nigga done did 20, 30, look again, gangster did 20 years and 23 something came out that bitch, found the loophole, but niggas mad at him for whatever reason. It ain't me, it ain't my business. I don't care what a nigga do. You know, if you know how to find a way to get home, find a way to get home. They railroad out people every fucking time. So you know what I mean? You beating the system one time ain't gonna kill it. Take that how many times they got innocent people behind the walls right now off of something another motherfucker did. But I just don't like how Boosie coming right now, dog. Like Boosie, he think he the politics of the streets for some reason. And the streets been dead, man. Come on, man. You still on that shit, Boosie? Stop it, bro. Stop it, dog. There's a lot of people that was signing your label. Where they at? Quick, money bag. All them niggas that was under your label. Where they at? Where their music at? Y'all doing the same thing Pete did and everybody else. Baby did to them niggas. Juvie did to Wacko and Skip and all them. BG did the Snipe Guard and all them people. VR Mike, like, come on, man, y'all talk that shit. But when y'all get that fucking bag, y'all move, nigga. Y'all fuck up the neighborhoods. As soon as y'all get that bag, now y'all move, nigga. You dig? And I love what you're doing with your little community, building, bought your land and building houses for your family. I always dream of shit like that. That's fire to me. But that's still on the gate of the fuck shit you doing right now and the shit that you trying to pull off, thinking that shit still gangster when gangster been dead. That gangster shit ain't what's happening no more, man. Dog, that shit ain't what's happening, dog. Everybody won't be a gangster. Everybody won't be a soldier. Everybody won't be a thug. Everybody won't be body. But let me tell you something. The first time a nigga had stopped fighting and the nigga started really slinging that iron and knew it wasn't about fighting, because I done seen a nigga whip a nigga and that same nigga he whipped came back and hit him with that iron and killed him. Niggas ain't fighting no more. And that's sad. You feel me? I done seen a couple of dudes get hit like that. You know what I mean? Nigga get their head whooped, and nigga put that steering wheel in the back all the way home, and now all of a sudden, you nigga done came back and wet your stupid ass. All because you want to show you tough, but you a boss man. That's what I'm saying, Conrad. This nigga damn near my age. I'm a year and a half from 50. I make 49 in November. You dig what I'm saying? I'm glad to see 49. At first, I was like, man, I don't want to live to see old nigga putting Pampers on. But shit, watching my grandparents, my great grandmother live to see 100, man, that's a beautiful thing, man. And then guess what? They changed our Pampers and fed us. So why you can't get the same thing to your fucking people? You know what I'm saying? The fucked up part about my situation, man, Katrina moved my family all around, so it's hard to get the people like we used to right up the block, around the corner, 5 minutes away. You got people staying in Cali, you got people staying in Houston, you got people staying in Denver. Man, my people all over this motherfucker. It ain't no more reunions. We can't just come together like that shit no more. So when you got an opportunity to be there for your family and keep your family together and evolve as a man, dog, you got to take that shit into consideration. And then guess what? Y'all niggas won't take that shit for granted. Because I'm going to tell you what, Boosie, I got to keep it real, dog. That's why the true hurt. And I don't give a fuck who like it or not. You from the streets, dog. You know what type of games these motherfuckers play. But for you to go out there and be chilling with Yellow Beezy, you all at the games, you betting at the Saints and Dallas games, you fucking with this nigga, you all on this song, that's on me remix. Then you go fuck with the Ops and Mo 3. You trying to fuck with Mo 3, build his career up, knowing them two dudes at beef. Man, what kind of nigga is you? You in the middle of some shit that you don't know nothing about, you not even was from there. You dig what I'm saying? And that's why your ass got shot when you went to Big T's. You know, dudes thinking you was gonna slide for Mo 3, whatever the case may be. I don't know why them dudes did it, but them dudes know what you capable of doing. They know you just come from jail, being 6 bars. Niggas is not about to play with your ass neither. So they sent that fire at your ass. What you coming out here for? Knowing you was coming out there on some business shit and to pay respects to Mo 3. Them dudes ain't thinking like that. Them dudes on some street shit too, just like you. Come on, man, you gotta think smarter. How you thought you was gonna pull that shit off and ain't gonna get no consequences behind that? But you know the game. You so street. Ain't no fucking way in the world I've been fucking with Yellow Bees and then went fucking with Mo 3 knowing them dudes at each other head like that. And I'm in the middle of the fucking crossfire. Yeah, the Beezy said it best in that interview on that Say Cheese. That boy said, man, Boosie knew what he was getting himself into when he came to Dallas. You know what I mean? He knew what type of shit that this was going on down here. But you think you selected politic and you think because you be six bodies, you know it all. You the end all be all. You the last one that get to say so on certain shit. Dog, that shit don't roll like that, boy. You know that, dog. I respect you as a young man. I come up on your music, even though I'm older than you. I fuck with your shit. But dog, at the end of the day, come on, man. The same thing with that Ivan shit. You rep that dude name, dog, like a man. And at the end of the day, from what I heard, you blocked that dude from getting a contract, but you ain't gonna sit there and tell the truth. But niggas know, cause the rap game been like that. They always knock the nigga who they thought was colder than him and ain't push the nigga. DMX told you that. So nigga be in a rush to get in this rap game, fuck with this Fugazi ass shit, just for the bag, selling out for the bag. Nah, man, that shit don't go like that, bro. You gotta still have morals and values in life. What's down with it? TP, man, old head podcast in the building, top of the morning, big dog. Like it's a lot of shit that you did, dog, that you wasn't even supposed to be in, but you implicated yourself in it. But you supposed to be street and you supposed to know better. That's some things I don't get about certain people. That's the type of shit that gets you fucking killed, sticking your nose in other people's business. Sticking your nose in other people's business, dog. And you know that where we from. Boy, a nigga will whap you sticking your nose in other people's business. Don't ever speak on the shit. Man, I just hope y'all find a way to dissolve that shit, man. You know, we all come up around this bitch together. Like I always told y'all, it'll never be somebody you don't know. It's always gonna be somebody you know. Because they feel like you're so comfortable around them, they know you, they know your flaws, you know they flaws. So if a nigga could catch you slipping and they hurt, especially because like Baton Rouge ain't know nothing about that dope like that. But after Katrina hit, that dog food flooded that fucking city. Everybody was on that dog food. And I say, bro, I watched that shit destroy my city, dog. Look at BG, look at Soldier Slim. A lot of great artists, Yellow Boy, they was on that heroin. Tech Nine to tell you. That shit was, man, that shit wasn't no fucking game, dog. You get yourself caught up playing that game, dog. Listen, that's a whole different breed, my nigga. And y'all be on this bitch thinking that shit cool. Y'all be flossing. Y'all be on Instagram, Facebook. Y'all be putting a tag on your own motherfucking back. You just can't do a normal video. You gotta have 50 niggas in that bitch and 30 of them got guns waving around in that bitch. Kids all in the video. Man, y'all is crazy. Like who raised y'all niggas? For the life of me, I never wrapped my head around that part. When I started seeing them young niggas trying to get the rap game because of social media paid away from and now they can push their own shit through YouTube and social media platforms. Go look at every nigga that came out. Them niggas was guns galore, talking about shit and incriminating themselves over and over and over and over. And you want a nigga to feel sorry for you. I'm telling you, dog, that shit happened in Baton Rouge stopped me from rapping. Because I'm like, if I'm a rap like this, because I'm not the type of person that's gonna rap the shit that I don't have. I'm gonna rap the shit that's real and what I experienced and what I've been through. And that was some fucking hard ass times coming up in that city. And half of that shit was self-inflicted wounds. You dig? I ain't had to take that route. I didn't, but I ain't want to look like no sucker. I ain't want to look like no bitch. So that's really being a fucking follower. You know what I mean? So when you old enough and you can think for yourself, and like I said, when you have kids, boy, them niggas is not about to put no money on your fucking books, boy. Nigga, you hanging with 30 niggas, but soon you go to jail, them niggas don't fucking know you. The shit hard, boy, back there. Nigga not answering your calls. That shit, you gotta pay to answer that motherfucker. That green dot and all that. Nigga, you need money to, yeah. Boy, niggas is not fucking with that. Just look at the movie Takers. They always say if anybody get caught, don't say nothing, gonna have your bread when you get out. But a cutthroat ass nigga like T.I., I done seen them kind too. Come home, they got his bread. Nigga took his old lady, he dick tender, now he mad. Now he done fucked up everything. He done put another nigga on the lick, got them on the lick, and he trying to kill two birds in one stone so he could walk away with the money, man. That's what I'm trying to tell you. But this shit crazy. And this shit go on every day in life when you hang around people like that in those type of environments. So what you expect to fucking happen? It's really kill or be killed, nigga. Survival of the fittest. And who want to live like that, man? Nobody want to live like that. See, back then it was like I say, it was really more family oriented. And the OGs weren't gonna let you go out like that. But now they don't got no rules no more. Ain't no OGs. It's all the YNs y'all say running this shit. And they got the last say so. And that shit like fucking up a lot of shit because it's no control. It's no substance. Everything is get it how you live. And think about it, get it how you live came out in the late 90s, 2000s. Niggas been saying that shit, dog. That shit damn near 25 years old. But they still on that kick. That's why they say this shit ain't nothing but a rerun. Everything a nigga done been through. Dog, I used to try to be the sneakiest motherfucker alive. But guess what? When you got a man raising you, a real man, dog, them niggas be 3-4 steps ahead of you because they done did it already. They done did it already. I couldn't get away with nothing, nigga. And literally, dog, even when I thought I was getting away with it, I was getting caught. Them niggas was 2, 3, 4 steps ahead of me every time. I know what you're doing. Whatever you're doing, you better stop because I'm telling you. And they gonna just straight blunt with you, man. They're not gonna beat around no bush or none of that shit. But then you got these rappers out here feeding these little kids dreams and cookies, making it seem like it is, but it's something like what Carol Chalmers said. Saunders said when he said, we thought Hulk Hogan was really working out and doing that. We thought milk really does a body good, but them niggas juice and taking steroids. They not doing it the right way. They been lying to us, man. I told y'all this shit when I first, man. We built on fucking lies, man. Lies, lies, lies. But then they be quick to tell you the truth to set you free. The truth to set you free. Just tell the truth. You tell the truth, you still get in trouble. You still get the max. Why you think people do lie? To get out of trouble. Like, it's crazy, but fuck, this shit hard to eat. But like, first they tell you it ain't good to lie. But then I watch the church people lie. I come up in the church house. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Me watching the church people, what's up, Tyree? Me watching the church people and going to church at a young age, being a junior deacon, a junior usher, being in the junior choir to the mass choir till I was like 15, 16. That's when shit with the really opening my eyes. And I was like, man, what the fuck? What is going on? And I'm like, no, shit. This can't be life. Boy, these niggas crooked than the niggas in the streets. Drug dealers got more money. They could manipulate and hit your girl, take care on the side. They don't know nothing about it till the shit hit the fan and she wind up leaving your ass for the nigga or whatever. Same thing with the pastor. They go by their house on prayer meeting and go and pray for the congregation. The whole while he Mr. Dick 'em down, dirty deacon. Dog, one church I went to, this nigga had a baby for the lady, sit right next to his wife, the first lady. That shit was crazy. And nobody, look, everybody knew this. Everybody knew what been going on. And they still was going to this church. They still was going to this church. And I'm like, God damn. This shit like the projects. Everybody fucking everybody. So how you expect a person to go there? Then when you look at the TD Jakes and all that, the Joel Osteens, dog, look at these niggas' churches. Look how these niggas living. But go look at the black schools that they come from. Bitch ain't got no books. Football got 145 and a 35. They ain't never got two ways that match. I come from that shit. I know how it goes. I said shit about, you gotta work for what you got. And at the end of the day, everybody else on the outskirts, they giving back to their community. They building it up. They got their own football field. They ain't gotta go ride 30 minutes away to go play at the stadium. They walk right to the backyard and play your ass. fan base thick, looking like a college. I'm like, man, why we don't have that shit? All this land out here, man, everybody should be like that. But that just goes to show you, they keep certain people down, they keep your foot on your neck, and then only certain people can elevate because, like I say, I hear a lot of people talking about, man, I'm just trying to make it out the hood. I get the money, I'm gonna give back, I'm gonna help. And them bitches don't do none of that. The same dude that you got on your record label that you got out the hood, you ain't much want to pay them. So how I know you gonna fucking give back? Stop playing, dog. Like you gotta read between the fucking lines, dog. This shit ain't right. But we be bumping these niggas shit. We be giving these niggas number airtime and airspace. Real is real, right is right, and wrong is wrong. Only thing had me listening to certain things is the beat. If the beat catchy, I got my fuck with it. So I gotta listen to it. Cause the beat is what is the heart of the foundation. You got a whack beat, niggas not listen to it. You could be spitting that fire, but the beat whack, nigga don't won't hear that shit. So it start with the foundation, which is the beat, your producer. That's why I missed a lot of dudes like Cinestone, the track dude, been dropping shit. Like, there's a lot of dudes out here that be making fire ass beats. You dig? But you gotta understand, either the hook gotta be catchy, your voice, like a lot of people magnated to Boosie and Wayne because they had that kid voice, they had that little squeaky baby voice. You know what I mean? And the stuff they was rapping about at that age, they was around it. That don't mean they was doing it. So if you listen to their raps in the early age, they'll always say, my cousin Don't Care, my cousin Bronson. He let you know he was around the shit. You know what I mean? So what's up, Mojo, big dog? Look, Conrad, you already know. That was my mama's favorite word. You out there running with them niggas. And I'm telling you, you ain't gotta do that. And you think I don't know what you're doing. But if you go to jail, don't call my phone. Look, I got bills to pay. I gotta put food on the table, and I got your sister to worry about. You on your own. The niggas that you running with, they better help you get your ass up out of there. And she'll tell you just like that. And I ain't gonna lie. Every time I went to jail, I never called my mom. Thank God I didn't. You know what I mean? Cause I what she told me, nigga, I never called her. When I went to jail at 15 for a gun, I ain't called. I called my daddy. I know he was gonna understand. Well, what you doing with it then? What? I'm there, you know I can't talk over the phone. I let you know everything when we get out. I'm in jail. This what it is. You understand? I'm in juvenile, looking crazy like a motherfucker. No haircut, lips look like Kawhi. Boy, I'm crying. I ain't never been to jail. Like, boy, what the fuck? Boy, I'm out there like a straight bitch. Oh, but my cousin them was with me, but by me having it, they was like, they was guiding me, walking me through that bitch. And then like, man, just chill out, man, you good, man. This ain't nothing, man. Like, and then I started to calm down a little bit. But dog, when you go to for your first time, boy, I ain't gonna lie, I don't give a fuck what a nigga tell you. Niggas talk that shit all they fucking want. That shit scary like a motherfucker. You could fight, but then when you get in that bitch, dog, you got niggas that been doing juvenile life that look like grown men in that bitch with no neck, like they've been doing push-ups since they touched down in this bitch. Boy, they had some swole ass niggas in there. And I'm looking like, boy, if I gotta fight one of these niggas, boy, they gonna have to kill me. Bitch, you gonna have to beat me to death. But that morning I went to court, I wound up getting a bond and I got up out that bitch. 6 months house arrest. 6 months house arrest. Now, why is a long story, but fuck, it was all because of protection reasons, though. And the nigga just got caught slipping. Fuck, it be like that. Now, a nigga could have ran and all that. A nigga ain't think they was gonna be doing all that though. So a nigga just basically took a chance, and we lost. You know what I mean? I straight lost on that chance. Like I said, the the plan was if they was to stop us, we was gonna run anyway. But then we was like, man, we was gonna run from, man. We just going home. We going to the bus stop. We kids. They can't just fuck with us. Shit. The police and the wall do what the fuck they won't do. They hang up 12 and 10-year-olds, niggas thinking they transporting those down there. I swear to God, dog. Especially if you outside every day hanging around them and they know your daddy or your cousin or your people implicated in there, they'll think you using them to traffic dope through the project or something, dog. They hang up everybody. That's just some crazy ass shit though, for real. I ain't gonna lie. So what I'm saying is, Boosie, you live that shit. You been around that shit. It was hard, dog. So you know certain things you ain't even supposed to be talking about, dog. But you think because you been through that little shit situation and you beat that charge, you know how it go. You know how it go. No, you don't, bruh. Just just do this for me. I'm not gonna lie. Concentrate on your own shit. Like just do your own podcast, nigga. Your name hold weight within itself, so you don't need no another nigga platform for him to pay you that when you could be getting all that. So you ain't thinking like no boss. You're not really a boss. So it's like you're a worker because he paying you to work for him, and he's still making more than you. But you the one bringing the content, so make it fucking make sense. Like you niggas is slow or something. I don't know if the weed fried your brain or something. I don't know, dog. But look, bro, stop saying shit when it don't make sense and don't add up all the time. That's the only thing. That's the best advice I can really give you, dog. Because everything ain't meant to be spoke on. And the last couple of things you've been speaking on, and if you look at the 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 like the comments and all that, boy, they been at your fucking head because they feel like you doing too much. Everybody can see that. Everybody can see that. Say, bro, we know everybody got dirt on them. Some of this shit you gotta go to your grave with. I'm serious. You can't say shit. Cause certain shit will get you fucked up for life. That's why they say do dirt by yourself, man. You notice every time a nigga go in the clique or go do something, everybody go to jail. Nigga don't learn nothing from that shit. Everybody go to jail. So how stupid can you be to keep doing shit like that? Like I say, everything ain't me. I'm gonna go slide on a nigga, so I'm gonna bring Ricky, Bobby, Johnny, and Mike. Boy, somebody in this car gonna say something. I don't give a fuck. Pressure bust pipes, they gonna say something. And then before you know it, they got all y'all in that motherfucker. Well, your boy Johnny told me you did it. Well, Ricky said it was around this time. Now they throwing all y'all in the cross just to get y'all to rat on each other. Y'all don't must know that type of tactics. Y'all think y'all be knowing. That's why if you look at the Julio Fulio, they caught all them. The Mo 3, them niggas about to get caught. They caught Young Dolph now. All the niggas in Mo 3, them niggas in jail. From Keon White, all them niggas. But all that shit open case, that's why I don't talk about it. It did. Some of them niggas got their time, some of them niggas didn't. But I'm telling you, that shit ain't no game, bro. That shit is not no game. And them niggas be thinking they could beat that shit. One thing I learned fucking with this game, you can play around with the state all you want. Yeah, you catch them bitches slipping every day, all day, all day. Beat their ass, come home knowing you guilty and all kind of shit. But see, when it comes to that motherfucking federales, nigga, boy, that's why you see niggas topping out every chance you get. Shit, you got 20 on the table? Man, give me them 30. Boy, you think Big Meat knows about to play Russian roulette with their life? The less y'all got 30, I'm taking the first offer. Give me that. Give me that. Yeah. Let's get the ball rolling right now. Look what they did, BG. 14 years. Boys is not playing. Look what they doing, C Murder. Look what they did, Mac. Mac did over 20 years in that thing. And they know that dude ain't hit that dude. Come on, man. Like, y'all gotta see this, bro. It's a bigger picture. It's a bigger picture, bro. Like with this war stuff going on. Come on, man. They always say it's about oil and gas. What's up, Mingo Justin? What's up, big dog? Long time no see. They always talking about oil and gas, but to me, dog, it's been about the opium, the drug trade. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. They know it. Everybody know it. But they won't get on there and act like we slow or something. I don't know. You just gotta watch the play. Everybody scratching each other back. Everybody doing something they ain't got no business doing to make an extra dollar. That's why the name of the game is don't get caught, I guess. But I ain't taking no penitentiary chances. on nothing. I don't give a fuck if it's about millions, Ponzi schemes, money laundering. I don't give a fuck what it is, man. That shit. Because guess what? Once you look at your skin color, you gonna see that shit hit different than others. They gonna lose your ass in the system. But everybody else gonna get a slap on the wrist. Look at the officers that killed George Floyd. Look at the dude Zimmerman. Look at the dude that killed Oscar Grant at the bar station in 2009. Them dudes get slaps on the wrist, man. Them niggas don't get no long, hard time. You don't see that shit? Bro, that shit sad, bro. I'm serious, bro. Nigga scared to eat out here. You know they playing with the food. Come on, dog. Probably passing restaurants compared to back in the early 80s, the mid 80s, the early 90s. Man, shit used to be jumping. Boy, nigga don't almost trust that shit no more. What's up? Nigga don't almost trust that shit no more. That shit don't look like ground meat or nothing. I'm like, Lord. No fruits have seeds in it no more. When you ever seen a fruit without a seed that grow out the ground? Come on, dog. Come on, man. Something ain't right with that whole picture, dog. I swear to God, you just gotta, at some point, bro, you just gotta stay woke. That's all. You gotta protect yourself, man. You know, you gotta build a foundation again. We gotta get back to that village. It's so many coons and sellouts though when it comes to that bread, because like I said, you could put money on the table, boy. I guarantee you, you got 10 mil on the table, a mil in each bag. 8 of them bitches gonna get up off that table and walk. You might have 2, maybe 3 at the most, man. That shit ain't enough to sell my soul, Flair. You buy a house, a car, pay a bill for 2, 3 years, don't have no investment because you ain't gonna let me buy nothing like talking about it. And then if you do try to buy something and establish something, Black Wall Street your ass like a motherfucker. They did it already. They do it a lot. They did it with the Black Distribution Hall, man. Why you think all them niggas in jail and catching hell right now? This shit is not a game, y'all. And we out here promoting fuck shit still. That's the crazy part. And I'm just keeping it real. That's why when I be listening to music, I try to listen to that old school shit when it was a family, when it was a village, where everybody was held accountable and everybody pulled their weight. You got motherfuckers that almost won't work out here today. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, this 2026, nigga, who don't want fucking work? Who think they don't need a fucking job? And you got niggas still out here scheming and scamming like they ain't got cameras everywhere and they ain't got technology to find out what's going on. Look at everybody who had to run, they don't know how to quit. And they get their stupid ass pop. Then when they get popped, they bring down more people. Because they ain't going down by themselves. They ain't going down by themselves. Come on, man. They taking a lot of niggas with them. Like Nino, nigga. Shit, you think I'm going down by myself? Shit. Christopher Akbar. Yeah, his ass. He mastermind all this shit. Them 3 years sounded good too. Yeah, I take them 3 all day. I'll be out in a year and a half. Good time. Niggas just don't be understanding. But yeah, but that's just the basics on boosted, bro. Like to me right now, you're doing too much. You got your hand in every cookie jar trying to stay in the algorithm instead of doing it for the right reasons, as far as like promote your music. You know, you got your daughters that can rap, you got your son that can rap. You know, you had a nice little lineup, man. Like, you know, after that Cash Money run, and them boys went to breaking up, Trill held Louisiana down for a long time. They had a nice little run in that fucking booth. And the nigga was on them, but not like on them. Because we had hitters our fucking self in that city. From Low Key to LOG to man, the list goes on, man. Rappers way before them. You know what I mean? That came out just on that bounce level, but they were spitting gangster music over bounce beats. You dig what I'm saying? It wasn't no P-pop and shit. You know what I mean? So it was all good. So it was like after Katrina hit, that's when they went to catching a real nice little wave. Like I'm talking about a big wave. Cause in 2005, we weren't bumping. We was bumping that Webby, that Savage Life, because I think that Savage Life had came out, and he had that I'm Ready on that bitch, and that whole album went hard. Boosie, you know, he was always dropping mixtapes. Like after he left the camp with CeeLo, CeeLo caught that at the time. Trill picked him up, but Boosie was always like for the streets, and Webby was like mainstream and street. Webby could make mainstream music, that Missing You, that independence. Like he could make radio music. You ain't gonna never hear Boosie shit on the radio like that because he don't make radio music. Boosie make street anthems and pain music. You dig what I'm saying? So they was two different rappers to me. So I feel like, you know, that would made them like gumbo. Two different styles. They fed off each other, the energy. And then like when we call wave of them niggas like really like inspired a lot of niggas, like for real. I'm not taking that away from them. You know what I mean? Them niggas had a lot of niggas on their grind. You know, the music that they was making, nigga was feeling that shit. You could tell like a nigga was around it, or a nigga was living it the way they deliver that shit. Then when I went to seeing that shit firsthand, when I moved out there, you dig, I stayed out there for like 3-4 years from 2008 to 13. Man, dog, that shit was real. I loved it. I ain't gonna lie. Baton Rouge was nice. The capital, you dig, them bitches hot out there too. They don't play. Them bitches will pull your ass over. But it was so much money out there. And I ain't know Baton Rouge would get money like that, dog. I swear to God. But them boys would get money. What's up, Ryan Time? Them niggas was fucking eating, dog. Them, yeah, they had money out there. And I ain't know that. I was like, ooh, wee. Yeah, them boys good. And then the trip part about it, Boosie so hood, you'll see that nigga riding through Baton Rouge. 1 minute, one day that nigga got 5 challenges. That's why he made the song Creole. That nigga had that shit, no bullshit. The orange, the blue, the white, the red, the yellow, all back to backs flying. Then he'll come in the challenges. 3, 4, 5 colors back to back. That's how that nigga used to move. Webby, he in the old school. Fox, he in the old school. Majority of the time, Fox was in that Marrow with the sixes on that bitch. Like them niggas used to ride around like normal people. Like them, like you don't see that shit. You don't really see that shit. Niggas that got your city lit. Niggas that's on the radio with that white man on and got your city popping. Them niggas really in tune with the community. They could go anywhere. Them niggas was ride anywhere till their shit really popped off with the situation we all know about. You know what I mean? But other than that shit, it was love out there. Them niggas was getting money. That was a little money making ass city. For real, for real. And when my grandparents moved out there, that became my like one of my homes, like, cause when I came home from jail in 2008, that's why I had to move at. And that was my last time. I was like, man, shit, fuck that. I'm out. I'm done. You see what I'm saying? You feel me? And I've been straight ever since, man. Like, at some point, you got to know when to fold them and fold them. And that ain't the thing that scared me. You know what I mean? The only thing that scared me was my little partner now. When I met him in Baton Rouge, like I said, them niggas was getting money out there. Them niggas was getting that cheese, boy. And they had money everywhere. From Sherwood to Glen Oaks to motherfucking Easy Town. Wherever you go at on that motherfucker, because Ghost Town, them boys were getting bread, boy. But their main problem was them jiggers, like, and when they call them jiggers, we call them with them exos. But when they on them exos, dog, it is a different monster, dog. The bitches turn them niggas into a different beat. That's why when you see them dancing and jigging and shit, the way they be doing, Them niggas really be on one. Like them niggas be with that dumb shit. And them niggas will throw them hands and them niggas will pop that on. So you can't ban environments like that when you got so much shit going on. You got so much drugs being used. The influence rate is high. I'm talking about high. Anything can pop off right now. Anything at any given time. So you shouldn't want to put yourself in those situations. And I think that's where the downfall came in at with the city of Baton Rouge, because that pill game was something serious, dog. Them niggas was on them pills hard out there. I'm talking about they was eating 50 packs. You heard Boosie. I got that gin in my cup and my sister. Niggas eating 50 packs, boy. Like, and it's like 15, 10 niggas, 20 niggas. And they buying 50 and 100 packs, all them boys. And they chewing the bitches like Skittles, putting them in drinks, shaking them up, mixing them with the balls. You heard Fat? Dog, them niggas used to be really on. Them niggas to be wild. But I used to love that shit because I'm from New Orleans. Like, nigga, we wild too, fuck. But at the end of the day, I'm transitioning. Like, I'm old. I'm damn about to be 30, 33, 34. You know what I'm saying? I can't be out here with y'all youngsters doing that shit no more, man. I feel my body getting old and weary. And the nigga out here getting money, but I gotta fuck with you niggas to get this money. And I see how y'all niggas ain't obeying the law. Y'all niggas just wild and trying to show y'all body. Nigga, y'all putting a target on y'all back. Y'all gonna be in jail or dead before you make 20. And I don't want to be a part of that, man. No, indeed. When I came up hustling, people ain't supposed to know you was hustling. That's why they say don't get caught. How you hustling and put a target on your back? Because you full of them pills and don't know what you doing and know where you at. It was so many days, dog, nigga waking up, I'm telling you, the next morning, don't know what the fuck happened. Boy, you don't know what happened for real? Boy, that whole shootout around the club last night. Well, he the main one getting off and don't remember shit. Yeah, you gotta keep everything on the low, and you gotta be smart. What's up, D? Like, I just don't understand how people will think and train to be the D. And then you could tell when I tell you where they want you to change with the world, I don't care what nobody say. Look where the world at right now. Dealing with the food inflations, people getting paid on their job, ain't getting no raises, but you steady jacking up the cost of living. Man, come on, man. Boy, that shit crazy. But we the only people that don't want to come together for some reason and try to fix our own problem, something that we created. And I was a part of creating that problem at one time. That's the whole sad part. But now that you know and you see what's going on, you got some people trying to better themselves and get it right and keep it right. But then you got some motherfuckers still stuck in the matrix and changing with the will of the world, and that's gonna keep you behind the 8 ball for real. People don't give a fuck about you anyway. They want you to fall and crumble. So they're gonna put all this extra shit out here and all these roadblocks, all this new shit, just to keep your ass off balance. Cause they gonna catch you at one of these points. They gonna catch your fucking ass. And guess what? It only take one time, bro. I seen a nigga go to jail one time at 16. They gave that boy life, charged him as an adult for murder. The nigga went to Angola and met his grandpa. His grandpa wound up passing in that bitch. No, who wanna live like that, dog? Shit been in your family your whole life, your grandpa, your daddy, your uncle. All y'all niggas in that bitch. All y'all, is this a cycle? Like, who gonna break that cycle? For real, for real. Like, I don't give a fuck how much you like Sean Puffy Combs, P. Diddy, whatever the fuck you want to call him. Dog, he got to be one of the most stupidest motherfuckers alive to go out like he went out. And he lucky he only got 4 years. But that just goes to show you, before they'll give one of their own people the time for doing it, they'll let a black man look like he the face of the shit, the operation, and make him take the fall. You dig? Somebody got to take the fall, but why we always the ones got to take that shit? And the reason why I don't feel bad for Diddy, because you know better, dog. You put that shit on yourself. And then it's a lot of videos. They got you out here talking like you a savage. You don't give a fuck who gotta die and all this and that. Gene Deal already confirmed it. Plus, we heard you on the videos. Like, what turned you into that when you came out a dance? You was all in the videos dancing. You was, you was that type nigga. What turns you to a savage to like money would change a nigga, dog. Boy, money would change you in a heartbeat. And that's what you gotta watch about people. People always say money ain't gonna change the money. No, once I notice you can't die with none of this shit, I don't cherish this shit, man. I swear to God, I don't. If I got it, I got it. If I don't, I don't. I know how to get it. And I'm gonna help people as I go. But I'm gonna help the ones that I think they need, that God put on my heart to help at that time. Because you got a lot of motherfuckers be scheming and scamming anyway. What's up? What's up, Marlon? And they'll fuck around, go jump in the bins on your fucking ass. I done seen it happen. Houston big, boy. Go check out the videos like that. Half of them bitches in Houston. They be out there with their kids and shit. They go right there in that Walmart parking lot, get in the car way better than your shit. I be like, what the fuck? Yeah, so you gotta know who you giving your money to, like for real. But God to put it on your heart. I do try to help people buying food and shit. It's just the little things, man. I can't put you in no house and pay your bills and all that, but dog, you hungry, bro. I know when the nigga sincere. Boy, they have niggas where I'm from just keep real. Say, bro, give me $2. I'm just trying to get me something to drink, bro. I just need a bill, bro. I'm thirsty, bro. So you don't want nothing to eat, you want a bill, I gotta keep it real. I'm gonna give you them $2 because how you said it. And I'd rather give it to you before you go in there and steal it, because them motherfuckers gonna call the police on you. So I just probably saved your life by giving them $2. That's how I be thinking. $2 ain't nothing to me, but it was a whole lot to him. I was able to help somebody, whether it was with a bill or get something to eat. One dude, I was coming out Family Dollar, and he was the same way, but he was just laying on the ground. And I'm like, damn, dog. And I'm getting out the car. I could tell you about to ask me for something. So he was like, "Say, bro, you got a dollar so I can just buy me a burrito, dog. I'm hungry." And my heart said no. My heart said no, man. Like, I ain't about to. Nah, I just no, I ain't doing that shit. When I went in the store anyway, it came out and gave it to him. After I told him no, I ain't got it, dog. I'm hurt right now. But then I had to change the heart for some reason. I had to change the heart for some reason. And bought that to do it. And then it was bad, bro. It was bad. But I'm like, bro, if you got help, you could get $18, go get your ID, work at the temp service. You ain't gotta be like that. Like, you gotta have some type of get up about yourself. And that's what I love about my grandpa and my dad, because they always preach to me the shit ain't gonna fall in your lap. And you got motherfuckers thinking niggas supposed to give you something. Nigga owe you something. Shit, you don't work, you don't eat, man. You got legal ways to hustle. A hustle ain't always illegal. If you got hustling, you can have 2, 3 jobs. You got 2, 3 businesses. You got 2, 3, 4, 5, 16, 20 YouTube channels. You just hustling. You get money. Hustling could be legal, and that shit don't mean illegal all the time. Because the nigga said, "I'm out to get my hustling on. I'm hustling, nigga." People always use that word. That word could mean anything at this point compared to back then when the nigga said they were hustling. Nigga know, yeah, nigga selling dope. But now you got all kind of hustles. Nigga save cans. Nigga pick up scrap. Nigga haul shit. Nigga move shit. You know what I mean? Fuck. People got to stop taking one word and thinking it just mean one thing too. Because one word will get you messed up. You know what I mean? You're not supposed to just come out here and just boom, 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 boom. That's why I sit back and I watch a lot of shit before I talk about it. That shit could be 2, 3 months, 4 months old before I speak on it. Because I want to watch how it play out. Sometimes it take a whole year for you to get the whole full details of certain shit before you can really speak on it. But when these dudes do interviews and you listen to them talk, you can't sit here and say these dudes be knowing what they be talking about, but half of the time they be incriminating themselves. Like, it was a couple of times I heard Boosie on Black incriminate himself. He did, but they didn't catch that. But niggas did. Niggas was breaking that shit down, and YouTube did. Boosie just ran on himself. Did Boosie just dry snitching? Yeah, like it's a lot of shit, but people don't look at that shit like that. What's up, Rico? What's down with it? Chilling, chilling. Nigga be dry snitching in songs. You just seen what a nigga did last week. Police be listening to that shit. I got Marlo Mike on the back seat begging for a body. Listen to that, do it for the boss man. Boy, it's nothing but dry snitching in that bitch. Compared to 8 Ball, MJG, Eric B. Rakim, Kara is one of the rappers that we came up on, Big Daddy Kane, Cool Mo D. Fuck, the list goes on, man. It was so many Spice Ones. And Spice One was rapping like that because that's how that culture was at that time. With that gang shit, that red and blue, and, but he turned it into a whole liquor song. I think one of the coolest fucking rappers out here still to this day that he don't get his flowers enough, Spice One. That dude's creative, man. That dude got real bars. Like, in the stories that he tell you, like you have to be a storyteller. Like MJG and 8 Ball with that armed robbery, that was a story they was telling, whether it was true or not. You got to be creative. And if you listen to that beat on that, man, that beat just made it. Niggas don't make music like that no more. Niggas just don't. Like, I never understood that. Like, what happened to the music game? It's so much dry snitching going on in this motherfucker, and you wonder why the niggas getting locked up and niggas getting killed. Cause you just ran it on yourself. You doing videos about niggas grave sites and you pissing on niggas grave sites, and you think a nigga gonna let you disrespect their people like that, dog? Come on, bro. You the niggas is disrespectful, like for real. I ain't learned, dog. Y'all and then y'all think that shit cool, make y'all feel like a man, I guess. But that shit make y'all look weak, dog. That shit make y'all look weak as a motherfucker. I'm here to tell y'all that shit. You don't get no brownie points for that, cause guess what? If a nigga catch y'all motherfucking slipping and hit you with that fucking pole, you're gonna be begging for your fucking life. You dog, disrespect means disrespect. That's why they say in order to get respect, you gotta earn that shit. You gotta give it. Nigga ain't gonna respect you if you ain't giving it. If you disrespect a nigga, what makes you think a nigga gonna come back and try to be respectful to you? That nigga gonna come back on that same disrespect. And that's gonna continue. It's gonna start a whole violent trend. That's why I say, listen, some people put themselves in situations and they can't get themselves up out of it and it be too late. Cause the disrespect be at an all-time high. That's one thing I could say these little niggas do stand on from the old age. If a nigga disrespect you, either it's your choice to fuck with this nigga or not fuck with him. So if you do decide to mess with this dude and he keep disrespecting you, either you gonna have to knock him off or the nigga gonna kill you. So it might as well y'all don't hang together. Y'all just go your own separate ways. I ain't saying move out of town. Just don't fuck with the nigga. You ain't gotta fuck with a nigga. Y'all fell out. Y'all fell out. Fuck, men do that. On a real men know how to shake a nigga hand and be like, man, it's cool, man. A fight and dap that shit off and still be boys. Y'all niggas that, like I say, y'all niggas disrespect is at a whole nother level, man. Man, for real, El Rico, listen, I had a lot of time to sit down and think, bro, of what I was doing and what I wanted in life and where I was going. I wanted a better life for my kids. You know what I mean? And and when you think about it, I got a best friend, bro, that I lost in 2005. He was the third person to get killed in, in New Orleans before Katrina hit. So we had his funeral and everything. And I'm not gonna lie to you, he was like a nigga that was on. You know what I mean? So hanging around people like that know how to get money, save money, invest money, and the type of people you want to be around. But like I say, when you out here, you put a target on your back, and people know you're not like that. You can have people that's gonna try you. They're gonna try to rob you, and if they feel like you got enough money to drop on them or retaliate back, they gonna kill you, and that's what happened. They walked in fear, you know what I mean? And they knocked him off, you feel me? So from that day forward, he had one kid at the time. And just looking at his son, being able to still fight through that shit without a father and not get caught up in a cycle like we did. The man's son went to Notre Dame, graduated. You feel what I'm saying? That shit did something to me, man. That shit broke me down because he was a smart young man. He just got caught up in the money. He got caught up in he had to survive and take care of his family the best way he can. Cause it was hard around them days. For real, it was hard. Niggas ain't had nothing. I'm talking about when finesse say cereal, no milk, butter bread. That shit was real at some points though, back in them days. You dig? Your mama working 2 or 3 jobs, you don't see her till 11, 12 o'clock, you in that bitch watching yourself outside playing around. You dig? It's like, man, shit. Something gotta change your fucking perspective of what's going on, how you living it, what's good for you and what's not good for you. And at that point right there, I still was in it, but I started losing the love for it. Cause I was like, damn, him out of all people. And I know niggas out here, they look at it as killers and they don't be want to touch them niggas. They don't be looking at them niggas. Because they saw he was a wink nigga, red nigga, pretty boy, whatever, whatever. They went with their move and they were successful with it. And he didn't see it coming because he was about his money. He not really no street nigga. And that's what I be saying. Some niggas in it for the money. They don't really be street. They just be, out there because they gotta really do that. And they see another way of providing for their family. Some people do it. And he was helping everybody, nigga. I ain't gonna lie. He was helping everybody. Whoever needed a pack, he was giving it to them, whether you paid him or not. You know what I mean? He was making sure everybody was straight. And whoever was around him wasn't hurting. They had some type of money in their pocket for sure. So just that alone, excuse me, what's up, Heck? Just that alone had me looking at life a different way after that. Seeing that nigga land that cast, and then they shot him 14 times, twice in the back of the head. That's overkill. That's overkill. You know what I mean? I'm like, damn. And I never thought that they'll come like knowing that's your best friend, y'all live together, y'all come up in junior high to high school, and that been your right hand man since day one. Like certain things have changed you. That didn't scare me or nothing, but by that time, I had to think about it too. I got a son that's about to be 3 years old. He got killed when my son was 2. His son was older than my son because he had his boy before mine. And both of us had one kid and both of us had one boy. And we was like 2 peas in a pot, like, but when you get older and people go to expanding their business and you see them fucking with all this money, and I'm telling you, all money ain't good money. And that's just what happened when you expand your business and you meet these new people and venture off in these new business deals. You got vultures out here, man. And if them niggas fall off and get hit, I'm talking about it got to a point where he buying the niggas out on dope charges, on murder charges. That's how much bread this nigga was playing with on guard. And and that's the same niggas who snaked him. The same niggas who fucking snaked him, dog. Like that shit crazy. What's up, Dubtown? What's down with it, man? Time in the morning. That's what I say, man. You can't be around people. You might think you know a nigga, but you don't never know a nigga like you think you know because they not gonna always open up and tell you about their pain and their problem that they gone through, especially when it come to financially, because a nigga always wanted that I'm all right life. I'm doing good. I'm doing better than you, knowing they hurt. But the whole time they scoping. They hoping and scoping that you slip on that razor so they can let you cross your shit and take your shit. I'm telling you, look, the rap, listen, that's how it was. That's why I'm telling them. I'm telling you, that's how they did my dog, boy. Man, they punished my nigga, boy. I swear to God. And you know the trip part about it? 10:30 that night, we was just together. And the only thing he was telling me was, I'm about to go drive my cousin off. I just bonded out of jail. Now listen, dog, this is a true story. My best friend name is Roges Fedderson. His first cousin is Gerard Fedderson, Fetty from Uptown. Before Fetty went to snitching and all that, Fetty had, word on the street, he was one of them type dudes, but I never met him until that night. You know what I mean? Ball was strapped up then. I'm looking at that nigga like, man, what the fuck? That's how New Orleans was. I ain't gonna lie, niggas who live in that life gotta be strapped. Niggas shootouts like that gotta be strapped, but niggas spend a bit any time on your ass. So when my nigga got killed at like 12:45 at night going into Sunday morning, I'm inside. I don't really know what's going on because I don't really know him to be out there late anyway. You know what I mean? No later than 11 o'clock and then 12 in, but this like 12:45 shit happened. But I don't find out about it till that morning when I get up because the Saints about to play Atlanta. And I called his phone, he ain't answer. So I called my little partner to go get some green because we about to watch the Atlanta and the Saints. That's a big game, a big rivalry game. So that's when they hit me with the news. And I'm like, man, y'all tripping. I just left that dude last night. Nah, man, I'm telling you, man. So I went and rolled around there, and for sure enough, man, that shit broke me down, bro. That shit right there did something to me. Because when you know somebody, you know where they heart at. I always say they always pray on the weak. They always pray on the person that they know not gonna do nothing. But a real nigga who gonna bust back and do this and do that, they not fucking with them type, but they ain't trying to lose their life neither. And shit, like right then and there, that shit hit me. And I think when Katrina hit in August, that was the best thing for me because how y'all say the word crash out, nigga was on crash out mode behind certain shit in that city. You know what I mean? And he was one of them. How you gonna bite the hand that feed me? So I think that shit happened. I looked at that shit. I ain't look at it like, man, I lost everything. I did at first, but then from January all the way to August, how shit was going and how shit was coming out of the pipeline. Like I said, dog, that's probably was the best thing for a nigga because a nigga probably would have had life in jail or something behind that dude. Like certain people just had that much of impact on you when you come up with them and they be like a real brother, knowing you ain't have no brother. So when you meet that type of love and y'all grow up bond like y'all did, you stayed with him, he stayed with you. Your grandpa took him in, his mama took you in. That shit hit different, man. That was like real fam. It did. And the first thing I did, bro, y'all would never believe this shit. I got on my knees and I prayed, man. I was like, man, if this the life for a nigga, you know what I mean? Just, I ain't out here like that. I'm just trying to get my money, but I just hope nobody don't try me like that because I'm fighting back. I ain't going out like that. And I don't know how the situation went with him till I heard it, but that's a story for another ep because all these niggas that's implicated is dead and gone. But look, I'm gonna tell you the people that used to be surrounded, and I'm telling you, I know what I'm talking about because I'm gonna just run it right now. Fuck it, because I got time to think. Listen, check it out. When you in this game, one thing you can't do is try to surpass a nigga who think the block is his already. I lost so many dudes like that. So once you not scoring from him and you find your own connect, which he did, and it was much cheaper and better product, the nigga who think the block for him or who was hustling way before us, we just coming up in the game. We teenagers. We ain't number what, 14, 15 at the time. My dog turned 17, nigga touch a brick and fuck me up. I'm talking about fuck me all the way up. Now I'm just doing to keep money in my pocket, keep me with some J's on my feet. I don't want my grandparents to know because they taking care of me anyway. I ain't really got to do the shit. But fuck, I'm riding around with this nigga, riding around with this nigga, riding around with that nigga, all us around this bitch. And now everybody's starting to grind. Everybody got money. I got 350 in my pocket for allowance my grandma giving me. Oh no, this ain't about to work. Oh. So one thing led to another. So we start fucking around. The nigga blew up. Now at this time, when the nigga blow up and pass him, I already told him, I say, dog, look, if you go down there fucking with the dude trying to sell them weight, they gonna know. And them niggas gonna go to, hey, man, money is money, man. I'm trying to get this money. All right, go get the money then. I ain't never want to fuck with the niggas because I already knew. We making money down here. We almost fuck with them niggas like that. We never did, even though we from the same hood. We only time we met these dudes when we went to the park to play basketball, which was a block away from my house. Everybody played basketball at that park. We was always cool. We never got into no fight, no shootouts or nothing. We all went to school together. But at some point when you pass a nigga and the nigga money starts slowing down, nigga selling 7 grand, but you selling 10, you dig? Something ain't right with that picture. Man, how the money slowing down. Find out who doing this, find out who doing what, where the money going at. So they find out where the money going at, that's where the beef start. We teenagers now. These niggas way older than us. They in their 20s, mid-20s. Some of them maybe early 30s. They OGs, but they beefing with the young niggas. Cause we done found a way how to come up. We got better product and they fucking with us. So now it became a problem. But he still went down there fucking with them niggas knowing it was a problem. He got a couple of them to join his team, went to fucking with him. I just only fuck with him when we play basketball or football at the park, period. I ain't fucking with him with the streets. I ain't doing it. All money ain't good money. I been was learned that. That's how I was taught. And I stood on my principles for a long time. That's why I survived and they never had no serious charges. I had my own people that I dealt with, and that's how I kept it. So when he go down there fuck with them niggas, they got him doing all kind of shit that he not used to doing. Like pulling cables and shit, going meet the plug, jacking them out to work, and all kind of shit was going on. But I didn't know. I didn't know. I swear I didn't know. So when the shit, you know how you hear shit, the streets be talking, man. You know your boy out there fucking with the woo with that and this and that. And I'm like, man, man, you tripping, man. That dude ain't on that. That dude ain't built like that. But you never know how a nigga built. You never know how a nigga be coming and why a nigga do what they do because they need the money. But the shit can't find out to be true. So when he took two of the dudes from the nigga that he went down there, the old head was beefing with him about, him and the old head got into it because the dude that he stole from him, who running with him now, brought him over there to get something because they people ain't had nothing. And the dude gonna tell him, man, don't bring that nigga around here. That nigga money don't spend around here. So my people like, nigga, my money spent anywhere, bitch. My only reason why I'm around here because of him. My plug would have had something, I wouldn't even be around here like that. So that's how the words kicked off. Before you know it, nigga done put a fucking $50,000 hit out on my nigga, dog. And the police fucking knew this shit. The police knew this shit. Cause I'm gonna tell you how. It's some fucked up shit, dog. And it's some real shit. Nigga, we ride around smoking. Now, normally when we ride around smoking, they'll hack your ass up and bring you to jail for half a blunt, a roach, a bag. They smell weed, that's probably cause everybody know that. We in the car, we smoking, the police pulls him over. I'm sitting on the passenger side, nigga raise the window down, bang, number smoke come out that bitch. It's the police that know us, cause they know him, cause they know what he do, they just can't catch him. But he hot for fucking with these niggas now. Cause they been on these niggas. They got cameras down there when they went to put the neighborhood cameras up in the neighborhood, the red and blue light on that bitch, watching the blocks and all that. That's when they went to doing that shit. So boom. I'm telling them niggas, I say, man, you gonna get yourself caught up. He was like, say, dog, what you doing? He said, I see y'all smoking that ganja, huh? And I ain't saying that. I'm just still sitting on the passenger side. I'm zooted like a motherfucker. I turn and look in their car, and the first word come out that nigga mouth, bro. He said, man, you know they got a hit out on you, huh? Nigga talking about killing you, man. What you did like that? And my brother, and you know, I called him my brother, you dig? So my brother was like, man, I don't give a fuck, do your job. And pulled off on that nigga. Yeah, do your job and pulled off on it. So the whole while I'm sitting in that passenger seat, I'm thinking about what this fucking cop just said. So I'm looking at him now to see how he taking it and if it's true, like, man, what the fuck he talking about? Nigga got a hit out on you. What the fuck he talking about? I'm asking this nigga a question. This nigga, man, I ain't worried about that nigga what he talking about. The whole while he knew the whole time. Cause the last like the 2 weeks, right? The 2 weeks before he got killed, you could tell the nigga body moving like something gonna happen. Like you could tell he ain't feeling it. And his whole mood was different the whole 2 weeks. All the way till I laid up to him when I seen him at 10:30 that night. You heard me? And that shit fucked me up when the police told that boy that shit. Man, you know you got a hit out on you, huh? A hit out on me. My people say, well, do your fucking job then, and pulled off on that nigga. Fuck. And cut the music back up. We rumbling coming up the street. I said, man, this nigga is crazy. This nigga crazy. I said, man, drive me off. That's the first thing came on my mind. Man, drive me off. I say, bro, to be honest with you, to me, they always involved. Go look at the Lynn Davis story. Man, police been crooked down there, man. Like, for real, anybody from down there know that shit. And for you to ride up on a nigga and tell a nigga and you know what's going on and you not stopping it, come on, bro. And 2 weeks later, though, for real, that nigga got hit. That nigga got hit. Let me tell you how fucked up the police is. The dude who they say supposed to be in the Kill Soldier Slim, he got caught with the 40 that killed Soldier Slim with the serial number scraped off. 3 times he went to jail for murder. And he got caught with that gun. And a nigga still ain't stick to charges. First of all, the DBs and the cutthroat committee, them niggas weren't going to court and press no charges. They wanted that nigga on the streets, if you ask me. That's any because them niggas was really living like that. If you listen to Soldier Slim, the boy was living like that, living like that. So at the end of the day, it was understood, don't need to be explained. When you live like that, that's why I say you don't know who you got beef with. You got so many niggas you at war with, it could be anybody. It could be anybody, man. It could just be anybody. It ain't right, it ain't fair, but shit, when you put yourself in those situations and you expand your business, you don't know who the fuck you dealing with. You don't know what brought envy to these people to make them want to harm you. So you gotta understand, bruh, the police is crooked than a motherfucker down for real, for real. Everybody know that shit. That's another reason why I ain't want to go back to. It's too much trauma. It's too much going on. Like we lost a lot of good dudes down there fucking with them streets. All because they was just trying to eat and feed their family. And half of the time the police know about the shit, dog. And that's the sad part. When the police be knowing about this shit and you don't do nothing about it. And then you put the dude right back on the street because you know he gonna get killed anyway. So you letting the streets justice do your job. But you letting the people know, look, we got him on his murder, so y'all know who did it. But we gonna let him back out to the wolves, so y'all handle y'all business. Y'all handle y'all business. And then what you think them dudes gonna fucking do? Man, them dudes roll way to Houston to catch them niggas and flip them niggas behind them. Come on, man. You ain't fucking with no rookies when you fucking with certain people, dog. You gotta know what you getting your hand into. You gotta know what you dealing with. And they only want the niggas that get it, that did it. It ain't gonna be no cycle. Keep going. I'm gonna hit your nephew. I'm gonna hit your grandkid. Keep the bitch going. No, I want the niggas who did it. That's the rule we come up under. And it's sad, but fuck. But that's just like if a nigga punch you, what you gonna go punch his brother for? Punch his sister for? Punch the nigga who punch you. Fuck. Shit don't make no sense, bro. And niggas just be out here, I can't catch you, I'm gonna get him. Now your little brother on a t-shirt. Man, that shit don't go like that, man. Y'all wrong and foul for that shit, man. Y'all get innocent people. Y'all with all that fucking wild gun firing. Nigga, I come up on walk-ups, no drive-bys. What the fuck is a drive-by anyway? A nigga walk up and ask you for a light. So when you put your head down, dig in your pocket, nigga, lift your ass up. Stand over your ass and walk off. See, back then, nigga wasn't gonna say nothing because they felt like you was gonna do them something. So a nigga wanted to do it, make it mad. But that's why I think they was wrong at anyway. They ain't gonna make a nigga scared you. That's gonna make a nigga scared of you. And they gonna want to rat on your ass even much more now to get your ass off the street. Cause you just around here killing anything now. To show you about it because you got that first head or something. And that shit ain't right, bro. It's how they train us to think. It's just how they train us to think. And sometimes when you know it ain't right, you gotta break that cycle yourself. You can't stand that same cycle. You gotta break that cycle. You know, like I tell people, bro, it ain't easy, dog. You fight with demons every day. I know people go through shit every day. Cause I'm human, I know it. I feel motherfuckers' pain. You know what I mean? But what I ain't about to do is sit on here and let a nigga be trolling and capping and lying to the people, man. It's supposed to be reach one, teach one. Tell the people the truth. Expose your favorite player. Let them know that nigga ain't shit. Like, why would you want to hang around people that bring number heat to your situation anyway and ain't gonna benefit you and your family? And all they gonna hurt your shit, take away from your shit. Like, it just don't make sense. Like, we gotta stop thinking like that too. Cause every lick look good ain't good. Everything looks sweet ain't sweet. You know what I mean? And we be ready to take the shortcut instead of take the stairs. Sometimes taking the stairs is good cardio. One thing you gotta know, bro. Like I say, when you trying to be anything in life, whether it's a professional athlete, construction worker, mechanic, practice make perfect. You know what I mean? You gotta practice on your craft. You gotta know how to perfect it. You gotta keep pushing to be great. You just can't be stagnated and be happy with the results where you at. You always want to is evolving, learn more about the business, learn more about this car, whatever you're doing. How can I make this house look like a $300,000 house instead of $60,000 house? You know what I mean? Like get better material, know how to do different shit. Like you never want to stay the same. You always want to be able to elevate it and learn from your mistakes and others' mistakes as well, because half of the niggas that you run with, you done seen them bump their head 90 times, but you still out there with them. You still out there with them. So who the dummy? Who at fault? When you know right from wrong just as well. We can't keep blaming the nigga who got, oh man, if I wasn't fucking with that nigga. You know not to be fucking with that nigga. And that nigga jinky, man, that nigga bad luck, but you still hanging with him every day. Sometimes telling the truth, bro, is the best thing because people don't hear the truth enough. So tell them the truth. Let them know how you really feel instead of lying, beating around the bush. You know what I mean? Because I think people will get better results when you be straightforward. And you know, in today's world, you can't say this, you can't say this, you can't say that. You know what I mean? Come on, man. What happened to the freedom of speech and all this Mega Man Mark shit? And you say something, they gonna blackball you. They gonna cut you out. For real. They gonna cut you out. And ain't nothing wrong with that. I don't want them to cut me out because listen, I'm gonna keep spinning the real. They been cut me out. I ain't trying to get along anyway. I'm just trying to spread the message. For real. I'm just trying to spread the message. And I look at it like this here too. People always say, man, it's time for us to put the bullshit aside. How we gonna put the bullshit aside when we promoting bullshit every time we on this social media platforms? Look at the shit that get to catch the algorithm. It always be gossip of what a nigga said, or what a nigga did, or what a nigga didn't do, or who killed who. It's always drama. It's never nothing positive. It's never nothing positive. And that's the sad part too, because everything that you see on YouTube right now is all drama related. It's all gossip. It's all entertaining. Entertaining. Until somebody lose their life and everybody want to play victim. Man, they ain't mad to do the man like that, bro. They taking this shit too far, man. They could have kept it on the internet. They could have kept it on wax on the music. Shit, people take shit different. That's all I can say. You can't tell a nigga how to react unless it's you. You know what I mean? And I don't approve of it, but I'm just saying. That's how the old heads, like the WAC 100s and shit like that, they get on there and promote this type of shit and push this type of shit. But we don't hold them accountable. We'll go to them niggas' page and clubhouse and you dig, and we'll listen to that bullshit and feed our brain that bullshit. We love that type of shit. But at the end of the day, we still fall victim at the end. That shit ain't benefiting us. It's benefiting them because that's what the algorithm want. They won't hear the negativity. You putting down another brother. You going at another brother. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody mad. Say, bro, first of all, I don't know how this shit started. Basically, I don't care. But I know how Louisiana get down by me living in those parts. And however this shit happened, it wasn't supposed to happen like that. And there's another thing I'm gonna say. There's a lot of stuff happening out here in Houston on these people watch. And their name is implicated damn near everything. Everything. From Duke the Jeweler to Takeoff to Natty the Dude All-Star JR. Come on, man. The feds is real, boy. If y'all don't know by now, oh yes, them motherfuckers is real. And when they get tired of your bullshit, and they get tired of you thinking you getting over on them and winning, and they slap your ass with that Rico, ain't nothing you can do about that, homie. Ain't nothing you gonna be able to do about that once them bitches come down. Cause once they come, they got everything they need, and they just building it up. They just building it up, and they just building it up. And once they get what they want, watch how they slam y'all motherfucking head. And I'll be crying wolf and all that shit now. Because at some point, you gotta think about it, though. This is a fucking business, man. Y'all niggas out here talking about mob ties. Mob ties? What the fuck? Dog, you know that's the same reason why they claim they don't want to let C Murder out because of his name, C Murder. Y'all didn't learn from that shit? They gonna use that. Oh, what mob ties mean? I don't give a fuck what you say though. He said something. And the shit sounded good too though. When he said it, I forgot what he said, how he broke the words down, but that shit ain't gonna save you ass when that Rico come. Cause y'all doing too much, bro. Like everything is happening around y'all and on y'all watch. At some point, the people gonna get tired, boy. I know. When they get tired, they gonna come get your ass. And they gonna lock your ass up. Can't get mad at nobody but yourself. Cause you brought that heat on yourself. Like if a nigga come to New Orleans, nigga gotta protect them, man. Protect the investment. You know, like when them people come down there for the essence and sing, you dig what I'm saying? You think they about to let them hooligans and hood niggas fuck their money up? No, they gonna protect the people at all costs. Niggas come down here, the cameras make it out this bitch. I ain't gonna lie, that shit fucked up. And I don't give a damn what's going on. Like it's too much happening, dog. Like in this world anyway. And you can't be the center of attraction of certain shit all the time. But like I say, that only draw the heat. That make you hot, that make you a target. And y'all supposed to be old school. Y'all supposed to know that, especially your son. This nigga doing too much, bro. I'm just saying, like, you got too much money in the world to be out here trying to be like that, dog, on some street shit. Like y'all running something up. Nigga gotta pay draft to come through this bitch. Man, y'all is tripping. What is it, 2026? Everybody got a knife, a stick pin, or a gun. Y'all ain't the only ones with them. Like, y'all running the money instead of like increasing the money. Like it don't make no sense, bro. Like, man, this shit crazy, dog. You wait till you get the money and they won't act like you a boss, a mob figure. Nah, man, that shit don't go like that. That shit don't go like that. And then if you used to do that shit and you survive that shit, why you trying to act like you still like that when you making big money anyway? That shit don't make no sense anyway. And that's like hustling backwards. It's too much going on, man. It's too much going on in this fucking world. And people just be sitting there thinking, shit, this is entertainment. Nah, this people real lives, man. People done lost their fucking life. Like, for the life of me, dog, you can't sit here and tell me this shit is fucking cool. Like, a nigga get numb to the shit because they came up around it, but at some point it start affecting people's lives, bro. It's yours or the family that lost the people or the family that did the shit. Because they might lose their people for the ones who did it, and I know they lost the ones for the ones who lost their life. So they gotta agree with this shit for the rest of their life, man, and wonder how this shit happened. Then now you talking about Takeoff, bro. He getting shot. He owed many people. Look, I told y'all about these fucking rappers, dog. Bro, one thing you gotta understand. That's how I fuck with Plies. I like Plies. Plies been independent for a long time. He might got a little distribution deal here and there, but he ain't gotta drop no album. This dude put out a single every fucking 2-3 years. Look like every year, one single. And that bitch will do good and do numbers and he get out the way. How much money do you need? You feel what I'm saying? You getting all this fucking bread and ain't doing nothing with it. And you put it back in the community for all the wrong reasons by promoting drugs, promoting guns and violence. How stupid can you get though? Because check this out. You know, once you label yourself a crew, like OTF or A A4 Trail, whatever the fuck it is, they be named Julio. Then you got the other people with Ace and them, they got a name. Then you got Chief Keef Crew got a name. Then you got FBG Duck them, they got a name. All of them got these different names to their little crews and cliques. Easy for a RICO Act. 3 of them got them. Now all thing they gonna do is investigate you and watch your moves. Shit, these little bitches about to fuck up. They gonna go to shooting at somebody. And we gonna be on their ass like Roscoe Pico Train. Him and Enos catching them, trying to catch the Dukes of Hazzard. Bo and Luke. And they wonder when they be going to jail. But that RICO's serious. That RICO is fucking serious. And these niggas think it's a game. I'd be scared to hang with 2 niggas, let alone 3 niggas. Especially today. Today, shit, I just want to be around family, dog. I'm not gonna lie to you. Family, friends, real friends. Because everybody ain't your friend. You know who your real friend is. And I don't mean your real friend because you call and checking on me every day. I ain't talking about that. You will know a real friend, dog, for real. A nigga call and check on you every day just because you want to know your every move. That don't mean you're a friend. I'm just saying, like, if you can't tell a real friend by now, I don't know what to tell you. That's why I really hang by myself. And I got associates. I really don't have friends like that no more. But because ain't no more real friends like that. That backstabbing shit for real. Go watch Crown TV. You'll see them niggas come up together. Them niggas, like I said, mama know my mama, grandma know their grandma. And them niggas in there ratting on everything. They don't give a fuck, boy. Yeah, it was me and him. Yeah, I put the chopper in the car, empty the clip. Boy, they telling it all like it's a movie. Shit, let me stay out the way, homie. Y'all got that, homie. I ain't got nothing to do with that one. I ain't trying to go to the party that bad. And then you got to think about this too. Anybody from New Orleans knows. Man, you start off young down there. You start off at the junior high dances. Then you go to the high school dances. You already ready for the club because it's the same type of atmosphere. It's packed, it's hot, it's gonna nigga got guns, nigga gonna fight in that bitch, it's gonna be a shootout after. So it's like it's training you, like you going through the army or something. And I'm not bragging and telling you that's cool, but I'm just telling you the cycle. You start off in junior high. Then it went to high school. Now you getting in clubs. You ain't supposed to get in the club till you like 21. Nigga, we get in the club at 15, 16 because of who we know and who we hanging with. Every section in our city had big dogs where they can get you in wherever you was. Cause they was that known in the city. So whether you was from the Florida, the Desire, the Magnolia, Cali, Old Fisher, the Melfamine, the Lafitte, the Iberville, the Saint Bernard, who I'm missing, the Saint Thomas. Boy, they got big dogs all through that bitch. So if you go uptown and you know somebody up there, they gonna get you in that bitch. They ain't gonna ask you for no ID or nothing. And they're not gonna check you. And they gonna let you get in that bitch free. Everybody else gotta pay. Oh, they with me, big dog. Yeah, they with you. How many of them? $20 a pop? Yeah, they with me, them five right there. That's $100 you just let come through the door for free. Cause this nigga and what he bring to the club or what he bring to the neighborhood or whatever, whatever. And it was like that. Nigga 15 walking with grown ups in that bitch like, whoa. That's why that shit don't move me now. Like when nigga be like, man, you wanna go out? Go out. Well, shit, boy, I ain't going nowhere. I'm staying right here. I'm scared to death. I do no clubs. I do nothing. I do a party, a grown folks party. But clubs, no, I ain't doing no clubs. Don't give a fuck where's that or what's popping. Who rapping in that bitch? I'm not even going in there. All our clubs, one way in and one way out. Damn near. From rumors to escape to the $1 million spot to the duck off to Mr. B, big time tips, whispers, name them. J's cross the river, one way in, one way out. So if a nigga come in that bitch, you lunching me. And it was so many times we got trapped in the club because we done had a fight in that motherfucker. And a nigga done got out that bitch and they already had somebody in the car. And that's who put us on that shit. We get into it with somebody in the club, we fight. They already got somebody outside in the car. So when they run out the car and the dude see them running in distress or, leaking or whatever, this nigga just gonna come out waving that bitch. Boy, that nigga had us in that club for like 30 minutes hitting at that fucking dope. I don't know. I know he had a yap stick, but that nigga just was hitting that bitch. Yum, 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 yum. And that's all you heard, the bitches clinking off them bricks and by that iron dope. Ding, 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 ding. They were like, man, get back, get back, get back. They were like, when that nigga stop and reload, we gonna run to the car. Man, is you fucking crazy? Bitch, this ain't no Saving Private Ryan. I'm staying right here. Y'all go ahead. I ain't going out there. Why that boy was humming that bitch. Call me what you want, but I ain't stupid. And when he reloaded it, that's when a couple of niggas ran out. That's who put us on game. Like, man, that nigga must have somebody in the car. Shit, hell yeah, he did. So we started leaving niggas in the car, man. Y'all stay right in the car in case something pop off. Them niggas put us on game. Cause then whoever that little nigga was, that nigga was yamming that bitch to no return. I don't know who the fuck he was. That boy was humming that bitch though. And I'm just standing right there by the bar, man. Yeah, give me another jacket coat. I'm not going out there. I'm not going out there. One of the dudes who was working in there, he went to school with us. They dead now, the twins, Raw and Troy, the little black dude with the slug. They was cool people too. But I think one of them or both of them, I don't know if both of them, I know one of them got killed though. But they was some cool niggas. They had help one of us help us get the Raw in the club though. But we ain't know. So my people who got killed down the line, he had that motherfucker. He was like, man, he's standing by the door, and that boy just let off about 7 of them bitches. He had a Ruger with a 30 in there. Let off about 7 of them bitches. Every like 2, 3, 4 shots, a nigga run out because he'll stop your boy from shooting. But like I said, your boy had that fucking yapper, and I know he had at least a 30 on that bitch to a 50. Because when he first went off, that nigga like he was shooting like like a theme song was on. Like you know how long a theme song is when it come on before the little show come on. That boy was hitting that bitch. The whole trip part about it, nobody ain't get hit that night. Cause the nigga soon he opened the door and the nigga ran out there, his the partner. We we on that nigga helmet. And I got to be like the fifth or the seventh person about to go out the door. And soon that door swung open to go behind your boy jump out that bitch instantly and just went to yamming that hole. So I nigga couldn't even must get up out that hole for a minute. But like I said, we ain't know the twins held my people get the little Rug in that bitch and he backed the niggas off. But them niggas went to the other end of the bridge. Anybody know about escape? It's right there by the bridge, under the bridge. That shit was so loud. Boy, that y'all stick was going off. It sounded like a helicopter was hovering over that bitch. We make it to the cars, get out the jam. We laugh all the way home to thinking about this shit. Like, nigga could have really killed us just now. That's the garbage truck. Hold up. Come and get that trash. But them club nights used to be wild, man. Like, nigga don't understand. Like, yeah, he gone now. Yeah, them club nights, man, them bitches used to be wild, bro. And like I said, you had to learn as a youngster how to maneuver and survive because a lot of people running for their life, they ain't coming back for you. When that iron get the ringing, boy, nigga just stop dropping and rolling. But if a nigga running behind you, you gotta keep moving. Nigga, you can't stop and hide because that nigga find your ass and stand over you. And there was a lot of situations like that where you had to keep running. You ain't no just stop and get behind no fucking car hoping he don't come. Or them niggas is still running behind your ass. So when you playing this game, bro, this shit is crazy. You gotta think it, bro. You gotta think it. Every day you wake up, you got a chance to make it better. Every day you wake up, you got a chance to get it right. You know what I mean? And try again. You just can't give up. It ain't about quitting. And that's what I struggled with early in my lifetime because I used to be a quitter. And my daddy used to tell my cousins and all of them, man, if that nigga quit, beat that nigga ass. And them niggas used to punch on me, dog, put frogs in my arms and legs. We'll go play a neighborhood or the block over. And I feel like we supposed to be winning, but them niggas ain't giving their all, but I'm giving my all. I quit, man. Y'all niggas are just we ain't playing right, man. Y'all niggas out here bullshit. And I'm really trying to win. I was that competitive, like, but I ain't about to go out here and be the only one giving my all and y'all out here bullshit, getting y'all ass bust. And I'm running hard and all this. I used to quit on them niggas. I ain't gonna lie, I did. And that shit wasn't right. That shit wasn't right. But me being young, I ain't know. That's how I know how a quitter look. I know when the nigga quitting and the nigga know he can't do nothing. You feel what I'm saying? I ain't saying my people was quitting on me like that, but them niggas just wasn't in it that day. They was out there just playing like and I you know, like I said, I don't care who it was in my grandma neighborhood or whoever. That's how I was. Nigga, I'm quitting on your motherfucking ass. I ain't about to pull no hamstring you out here, nigga, getting your ass bust. Fuck that. I'm trying to come off my man and get your man. Like just play fun the ball, hustle, man, effort. Whether we playing basketball or football, and we used to do that shit a lot, man. Like we used to go to different neighborhoods of people, And that shit used to drive me crazy. Like a couple of times we took L's and we bust ass, but I know when a nigga want to win. I know when a nigga taking that shit serious. When you playing a competitive sport, that's why I respect what Shannon said that aspect. It's my will against your will, nigga. Give a fuck what it is. I'm trying to beat you. I'm trying to win. Ain't no buddy. We could drink some wine after this bitch or before this bitch, but during this bitch, I don't know you. I'm trying to have a better career too. I never understood that friendly vibe and shit. You know what I mean? That shit told the league up to the point where you water down the competition, right? So when you water down the competition, when you water down the competition, what that what kind of product is you putting out there if you don't have no competition? Nigga tired of seeing the Lakers beat up on Utah and Phoenix. You know what I'm saying? Like, put more big games on. If they still won't play, put them against the Thunder more. Put them against the Spurs more. Put them against Denver more. That's the team they're gonna be facing in the playoff. Let them play Minnesota more. Y'all got them playing the Jazz 9 and 12 times. Man, take 3 of those games and spread them bitches out to the competitors. Look, one sport more. The Pels better get off that nigga. Why he still got something in the tank. Zion don't won't be there. And then they already done mold that shit long enough. Zion won't be in New York. Zion won't be in a bigger market. They always do that to small market teams. I'm so used to that shit. They did it to Chris Paul. They did it to Anthony Davis. Now they doing it to Zion. We just got a team. We ain't been in existence that long. Fuck. And y'all taking everything that we ever had and work for. You think what I'm saying? So you work hard for these draft picks. Not saying your team be doing that on purpose, but you had to know they was giving us a #1 draft pick when they took Anthony Davis, dog. That's tampering, man. That's common sense. Everybody could see that shit. They did that shit with Chris Paul. Got rid of Chris Paul, gave us Anthony Davis, #1 draft pick. Come on, man. And them bitches ain't gonna hide it. Them bitches ain't gonna hide it. Just throwing it in your face, and they expect you to be like, "Well, ooh, that was legit right there. Well, it was worth it." No, it wasn't, man. Come on, man. They've been plotting, planning, and scheming. You feel what I'm saying? They've been trying to get that boy over there. That's why he been quit on the team. Now ain't nothing what's wrong with that nigga. And then you wore that "That's All Folks" shirt. Boy, you know, I want your soft ass down here anyway. And cut that fucking eyebrow, man. You got that shit connected, looking like a railroad track. Vegas to California. Here we come. Now that boy a fucking wizard. Stupid ass nigga. That nigga a fucking wizard. You see what I'm saying? How you give up your whole career. Yeah, they gave Dallas the #1 pick because of that Luka. Look, check it out, dog. Listen, anytime they move like that, that shit'll be suspect. So you gotta understand this, bro. You can't let them people keep throwing that shit in your face like you don't know what they doing. That's y'all being like immature. I ain't gonna call y'all no other name. Y'all have to see the play that they doing. And they messing up the league with that shit. But guess what? The Spurs, the Thunder, Denver, Boston, fucking Detroit, you got teams still doing it the right way. And that's why they up there in the top echelon of the league. And they playing like they supposed to play. You understand? I can't wait to see Denver play with the new acquisition that they got because they didn't revamp their bench, bro. And and I'm telling you, if they can stay healthy, they gonna be a force. I just need Jokic to do Jokic shit. Like, don't go out there and ball hog. Because we all know Jamal Murray is the closer. But no, Anthony Davis, you sold your soul for that nigga, and look what happened. They done got rid of your ass twice. Should have got your bag, dog. When they stole that MVP from you in the finals, you should have known that shit was bullshit. See, one thing you gotta do, bro, is rely on your own talent and skills. You dig what I'm saying? You rely on your own talent and skills. Yeah, Detroit, see, bro, Detroit. And guess what? They did it the right way too. And you understand? They hit on their draft picks. They waited till their players developed. They didn't. They didn't get off them to go get no old ass veterans and try to win now. Sometimes you gotta really trust the real process. Don't do the shit Philly did, because that wasn't a real process. What OKC did, what Denver doing, he did what Detroit doing. You know, like I said, what the Spurs doing. Trust the process. Develop these players. Where the coaching, where the training, where the scouts at. Who scouting these players? Who training these players? Who coaching these players up? That shit means something, bro. That shit means something. And people take that part of the game for granted when that's the real important. Because if your coach can't put you in position to win, them dudes gonna be out there freelance and just jacking up all kind of bad shots. Put them in position to win. Where the plays at? Where the ball movement at? Where the backdoor cut? Where the pin down? Where the elbow shots? Use more of the mid range. Everybody won't be a 3-point shooter, and that's killing the game. That's killing the game. Bring back defense. You ain't got to bring back hand checking, but just let them play more defense. Stop calling them ticky tack ass fouls every time a nigga holler and put their hand up like they deserve a fucking call every fucking shot. Ain't that much fouling in the fucking world, man. Play ball, man. You lying, dog. They gave the Thunder another pick by them not winning. Shit. Thunder got about 40 first round draft picks, look like, sound like. And they ain't giving up nothing. And guess what? They gonna be loaded for years to come. Because guess what? If all them dudes decide to walk, they can always plug them in with the draft picks they got in throughout free agency. But the core of that team ain't going nowhere. But my thing is this: if I know I got a chance to keep winning, I ain't living above my means anyway. So if I'm making that type of money, man, whatever it take to keep this motherfucker together, to keep this train rolling until a nigga beat us. And even if a nigga beat us, we still coming back stronger because we got the draft picks to keep adding. So if we do miss a couple of pieces, lose a couple of pieces, we can still be able to plug as we go. I like what OKC doing, bro, and they doing it the right way. That's why it ain't take them no time. It ain't take them no time. Just think about it. 2019, 2020, that's when the shit happened. It took them 5 years. That's their whole rookie contract. What your rookie contract be? About 3 years, 2 to 4 years. And then you go up for extension or something. So they right on fucking time. They developed their players the right way. Unfortunately, J Dub been hurt the last 2 years, like constantly, like missing the bulk of the games and shit. But when he do play, he be out there balling. I could give him that. But I say, bro, I don't see nobody beating them. I really don't. Now, who you can get for Zion, I don't really know. Because the league's so fucked up right now. No, you losing talent and gaining really draft picks at the end of the day. So you're not going to get nobody that you're going to replace for with that talent that Zion can give you that 20 and 10 or whatever and the dominance that he brings to the game, but he never held it, never available. And to me, he just don't take that shit serious enough. Because I know for a fact, if I was that big, and that's how Charles Barkley was, nigga, I'd be 25 and 12 easy every game. And nigga, I make that shit. Zion for Cat, I don't know. I don't know, dog. They're going to have to give us more than Cat. I almost want Bronson. You could keep Bronson. I like give us a Mikal Bridges, give us Anunoby. Even though we had Anunoby, that was a bad move when we let him go. I think we had Anunoby at one point. That probably when I was on my season. Because I remember running with the Pels and I just would alley ooping that bitch all day. It's like, hey, that nigga a monster, but only when he play. That nigga, I don't know, bro. That nigga crazy. He letting the women go to his head. He not focused. That shit ain't right, bro. He gotta slow down, man. He gotta slow down. He gotta take this shit serious, bro. It's not too many people could live out a dream like that and go play a professional game and get paid that type of money. That's why I know a lot of other these people ain't taking it serious because you gotta think about this too. She rock with all the load managing he's doing. Joel Embiid, the role player, picking games and ducking smoke and all that. What you think these young players gonna do? They're trying to preserve a long career too. So shit, they only taking a page out their book for the veterans that came before them, who they looked up to because they probably was too young enough to know about the Jordans, Isaiahs, and all these type players that came up in our era. They wasn't fortunate to really see them. They could go back and watch them on highlights and shit like that. Hey, I think Giannis gone too. And you said John Morant too wasting the time. Yeah, I hate to see John Morant go out like that, bro. But at the end of the day, you got, like I said, you got to be willing to evolve and grow, especially when you making that type of money. You know what I mean? You you can't be that stupid, though. Like for real, come on, bro. If the people say no hand justice like that, bro, come on, you gonna fuck up millions of dollars and be stupid and still do it. To show you bad, you don't give a fuck, you don't need the money, or whatever the case may be. Dog, you just fucked up a whole generation of wealth. Come on, man. But that's the type of niggas we like and we look up to. Dame not top 75. To me, Dame not top 75. You know that all them lists be fraudulent now. Cause first of all, it was the greatest 50s. The other 25 shouldn't even have made it because half of them niggas still playing. If your career not over, you shouldn't even be on that list. And I'm just being honest. You know what I mean? So how you still playing and you made that list? That's the fucked up part about it. Your career not even much over, and you steady building a resume. So you got other great players that were deserving that been retired that should have made that list. I'm serious, bro. Like, see the analytics that fucked the whole game up. You can't put it in no nerds' hand that never dribbled a fucking basketball before. And now you talking about numbers, numbers. Man, fuck you and your numbers. Don't make me tell you what you can do with the motherfucking numbers. Let me see you shoot that bitch and put it in that hole, nigga. I don't want to hear nothing about no motherfucking numbers. Is you clutch when it count, nigga? Can you do what Steph Curry did last night? Shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear that shit. You getting on my fucking nerves with all that bullshit. Your numbers, your analytics. What the numbers say? Bitch, Einstein been there. They ain't been going off no numbers. Y'all just want to throw the eye test away. Just fuck the eye test. It's all about the numbers. Nigga, y'all is crazy. It's some things you just gotta understand, bro. You know, you can't let the people dictate what you already know how the game's supposed to be played. You can't let them drag you into their bullshit when you know this game ain't played the right way. This is not real basketball. I don't know what the fuck this is, but it ain't basketball. And some people you think you gotta settle for shit. Nah, you ain't even gotta watch that shit. No, why you think the rates been so low and shit? Like the rates rarely be low. Go check the finals numbers. Like, come on, bro. Nigga don't care about that shit because niggas see what y'all did to the game. Y'all done water whip this shit to the point, boy. Nigga almost won't come around here and scold nothing no more. Nigga, know you got that bullshit. Hey man, I got that 3 for 20. Man, that shit slowed it down. Nigga need that straight drop. Nigga ain't home or want it. And you selling half for 20s, rounds for 20s, and niggas still don't want that shit because they know it's bullshit. They got cook it down. When they cook it down, ain't gonna be number 3 nickel pieces anyway. All that soda you got on that motherfucker. That's how y'all done did the fucking game. Soda whip that bitch to the point of no return. Ain't no shaking that back. Ain't no shaking that back. Only way you gonna shake that back if you get the clowns out the way. You get the clowns out the way, but Steph can stay. Like I say, I like what Steph did, and I know Steph. He ain't no real quitter. He can play. He gonna go out there and play, injured or not. He ain't gonna duck no smoke. But at the end of the day, I know they had to save him for this playing. So the games that he missed, he came back for the last 5 games just to get a little tune up. And I like what I see. What's up, Bonner? Hey, what you said? Little took Portland to the Western Conference, did nothing. That was Lonzo Moore, Dwight Howard defensive. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You got Zoe, you got the White, or you got Alice English. I almost think Sidney Moncrief made that list. You had Sidney Moncrief. Man, you got so many great players, dog, you could have put on that list and kept at least 15 of them motherfuckers off. But y'all want to try to cupcake to this old weak ass era and put them on a list with them dudes, man. Stop it, man. Don't do that like that, bro. You could have went to the 2000 and grabbed niggas off that as retired then and put them on there. Come on, man. Stop it, man. Like this shit is hilarious to me. Just like with that top 15 scoring list. But this shit water like a motherfucker. I'm talking about shit water. I told you we got a lot of shit to talk about, a lot of shit to cover. I just had to go get my charge. That's why I took a break. Y'all hear me for that in a minute. But hey, man, listen. That nigga been a role player. That nigga been a role player. Now you could tell a nigga ain't no killer. You could tell a nigga who want that smoke. The way you talk, you can tell. The way you talk don't say nothing about that shit. Cause the first thing is your bailout is I make the right basketball play. Shit, that's take that shot then. The team needs you to take the shot. You the leader. The ship is in your hands. You always put it in other people's hands. Second of all, you took too long to develop a jump shot. That's why your record speaks for itself. And 3 of those finals was your fault. You dig? Out the 6 you lost, 3 of them was on you. And people want to say, but they had KD. I ain't giving y'all none of that shit. I ain't giving y'all nothing. But I'm gonna give you 3 of those finals losses. Then the reason why I can't respect you, because Orlando beat y'all and Kobe beat them bitches in 5. The Spurs swept y'all and Kobe came back the next year and beat them bitches. So make it make sense. Did you watch those games when Kobe played Orlando compared to when the role player played Orlando? 2 different styles, 2 different mentalities, and for all the marbles. That was for all the marbles. Bitch, you ain't want to go see Kobe Bean Bryant. You know you ain't want to go see that killer. Boy, Kobe would have shitted on you, nigga, and made you eat that shit. Just like he did in the All-Star game. Just like he did in the Olympics practice game when you try to take that last shot and he blocked your shit again. Boy, you was scared of that nigga, but you bigger, faster, and stronger. Man, kill me with the bullshit. Stop telling these kids fucking lies, man. Stop lying on this dude like Bean when the shitting on this nigga. That's why he losing his fucking hair now. Because he's stressing. He know he not better than none of these dudes. But y'all come on this motherfucking lie every day. Bean, Carmelo post game way sicker than LeBron. And Bean was handling that nigga on the block. Melo was getting him, but Bean wasn't backing down. Come on, man, stop it. Being like when you more athletic and think you could just drive down the hill. Bitch, I can stand in front of you and strip you. I got footwork, nigga. You dig what I'm saying? I can move with your ass. I can stop you. I can make that shit a pull-up jumper and make you pass that bitch off. Something y'all know you can't do. You can't just drive and pull up and 1, 2 dribble, pull up, 1, 2, 3 pull up. You can't do that. You can't do that. At that time, you couldn't do that. And you know you couldn't do that. But y'all to be on this bitch trying to shit on that man, talking about he better than that man. Boy, y'all niggas smoking crack and y'all shooting dope. And y'all know it. That shit not even much fucking close, man. I don't know what the fuck y'all looking at. Boy, anybody can see when they come to post, footwork, free throws. I don't give a damn. Killer mentality, clutch jeans, when it count. You think Kobe about to make the right basketball play? In the discussion then. I don't want to hear that shit. You the one keep saying the shit anyway. But so how you want a nigga level who gonna take the shot? Who want the smoke? That almost makes sense to me. You cannot sit there and tell me a nigga that say he make the right basketball play is better than a nigga who want to take that shot and confident he can make it. And confident he can make it. Nigga, 3 niggas could be leaning and hanging on that boy. He still gonna shoot that bitch and make it. We done seen it happen, and he done missed them. But the point of the matter is, he want the smoke. The team rely on him. He the superstar of the team. He gonna take that shot unless a nigga just wide open and he draw the competition and he make a right basketball play, which we all know he can make. Y'all make it seem like he the only one that can do that shit. Like we ain't seen Magic, Stockton, Mark Jackson, Mark Price, and all these other motherfucking point guards that came before him. Stop it, man. He not better than no Magic and running no fucking flow, bro. I don't give a fuck how many points he averaged. When we talking about pure flow general, man, stop it. That dude ain't nowhere fucking near Magic, and y'all know it. There's a couple of point guards. Chris Paul a better flow general than him. But you make a few fancy passes, no look here and there, because he can see over the defense because he's 6'9", and y'all ain't got no 4s and 5s out there. It make it look sweet, huh? Oh, you seen that pass? Man, get the fuck out of here. Nigga was doing that between trees and 6'4", 6'9", 6'10" forwards and centers, 7-foot centers, diming that bitch on a move. Him and Stockton. Hey, there you go. Mark Jackson to Ewing and Rick Smith. Hey, there you go. Gotta go between them threes and shit. Look, O'Brien, I swear, Cleveland would have swept that nigga. Kobe would have swept that nigga. Cause I'm gonna keep it real with you. When Kobe went against Boston that first year in '08, I was in jail. And I ain't gonna lie, when I seen Bynum and Trevor Ariza was missing, I said this is gonna be a hard task. Cause you gotta think about it. Boston had Eddie House, Leon Pope, Big Baby. Them niggas had a squad coming off that fucking bench. They had PJ Brown, I think. Boy, them niggas, no, they was a veteran and they was mixed with buku young niggas that can run. And their big three was out there. You see what I'm saying? So they was way loaded. That's their first year. People, they I knew Boston was battle tested because all them series was going 7 games. And they was winning them bitches though. They was winning. That's how you know they was old though. Them younger teams that was on their helmet, them boys had to go 7 games with them with the other teams. And they were struggling. They were struggling. So they was prevailing. So when Kobe get there, that bitch went 6 for a reason. Anybody else, they'd have swept. That shit would have been a sweep. But just the will of Kobe and the way he tried to get that bitch. He tried to get it. But he just couldn't. Like I say, you ain't gonna win them all though. But did he bend break a fold? Hell no. That nigga took that shit like a fucking man. That nigga ain't crying. He ain't man. Look, man, we gonna run that shit back. Boston hit injuries the next year, so they can't go. Now they gotta face Orlando. Bitch, that's your time to go face the real nigga. Since you say y'all better, since y'all say y'all better than him, why that nigga was scared? That nigga could have beat Orlando. That nigga was scared. And you know what the first thing they gonna say? Oh, yeah, I forgot they had Sam Cassell and they had Tony Allen. Thank you, bro. Look, man, the ball was deep. And look, Kobe still came back and beat that team. Man, the role player can't do that, man. I mean, I'm not listening to nobody say I'm going off the eye test. Man, look, I done seen enough anyway. That dude ain't built like that. Why you think he got to play so long? Nigga say LeBron just passed Jordan in 30-point games, but he had to play 7 more years. Man, what the fuck y'all talking about it for? What team is bringing it up for? If the man had to play 7 more years just to pass Jordan in the most 30-point games. Do that make any sense? Come on, man. Come on, dog. Then y'all try to pump that old ass triple double up like he the oldest player when Karl Malone did it. Salute the LH. He already broke that down. Karl Malone was the oldest nigga to get a triple double at 41st. But they ain't gonna tell you that. Just be lying, man. That's what I'm saying, man. The fucking truth hurt, man. Fuck that nigga, man. I hope that nigga retired, boy. That nigga just fucked up everything. That nigga G Money ass nigga, man. That nigga going out like G Money, man. Fuck Jay Reed. That nigga turned to G Money, dog. I'm glad Nino don't check that bitch. I'm on the run now, G. Can't take you with me. You done fucked up everything. It's my brother's keeper. That shit don't work no more, boy. That shit done got stale. Clutches about to crumble like a cookie in some stale bread. I'm about to jump off this Titanic. You gonna freeze in the water with Jack by yourself. Bitch, I'm with Rosemary, bitch. I'm on this fucking thing right here, bitch. I ain't in that water, bitch. You tripping. You drown by yourself. This cheap money ass nigga, man. Nigga, yeah, but oh, pussy ass nigga. This nigga can't fucked up everything. Now you got KD making bitch moves. You got She-Rock trying to make bitch moves, and them niggas came as wind doing it. Them came with wind doing it. That's why I respect Steph, man. Steph to go to this fucking era. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. He got 2 rings without a super team. All the Brown rings came with a super team. I don't give a fuck what a nigga say. All them Hall of Fame players that nigga had and championship skill players he had, that nigga had JaVale McGee, Dwight Howard, Rondo, Anthony Davis, him. They had fucking Caruso, KCP. Man, them dude was loaded, man. Them dude, come on, man. And look, you know why a nigga don't respect him? You got Anthony Davis, street clothes, Terry Clough, like my brother said, coming out doubting the championship from 2020. Is the shit real? I don't know if it felt real, you know, it's in the record books, but I don't know, man. People saying it don't come that. Then you got Caruso saying it. Come on, man. Y'all know that shit wasn't real. Patrick Beverly told y'all woke. Y'all see who run the fucking league, and y'all still blind to the fact like they don't move to this nigga beat. Once that nigga said, man, ain't nobody told me the season was canceled. I ain't heard nothing about that. Come on, man. Come on, man. Put 2 and 2 together. Put 2 and 2 together. That lie for this nigga to keep his legacy going, but shit on everybody else that came before him, played with him, and make it seem like they shit ain't nothing. When they had the same opportunity to take the pad that you had, you know, to get those opportunities to be a championship. See, Shannon Sharp exposed himself once again because he exposed that shit. LeBron, you wouldn't be in the GOAT conversation if you never went to Miami. But let the role player tell it. He ain't need Miami to become no champion. This yes, you did. Because you took that same blueprint that you did in Miami to Cleveland and you won 1 more. Took that same blueprint from Cleveland to LA and did it with Anthony Davis, got the Dwight Howard, JaVale McGee, got motherfucking Avery Bradley. Thought that thing was loaded. But y'all just couldn't beat the Clippers. The Clippers was supposed to beat y'all. But then the break come. Break come, you out for about 3 years, you come back, you you're good, and we all know what happened. What's up, man? What you say, big dog? You said Anthony Davis, Rondo, 2018 beat the Warriors one time in the playoff. AD was the big, that's big as this. All right, yeah, I remember that. But see, they got big headed because we smoked Poland, and Poland had the same style. Portland had the same style because Portland had CJ and they had Dame. But they didn't notice, bitch, we had Rondo, we had Drew at that time, at that backcourt. So we had defenders. Anthony Davis ain't show up. He let the Raymond punk his motherfucking ass. Point blank period. Bottom line. The Raymond did what he wanted to do in that series. That's how he got a name for himself too. The nigga down there was averaging a triple double on them niggas. Every time he get that bitch, he running that bitch up the court, making the player getting the easy backdoor cut. Like I our front court, well, our back court defense was nice, but our front court defense was shitty. Because then you gotta understand that's the year DeMarcus Cousins went down. When DeMarcus Cousins got hurt, it was over. Anthony Davis back on the island by himself. He already told you he don't like the banging. I won't play the fire. Well, bitch, we don't need you down here. This a hard, rough nose city. Bitch, it's hard down here. It's hard out here for a pimp trying to get the money for the rent. And the Cadillac and gas money spent. You need a whole lot of bitches jumping ship. Bitch, jump ship then. Nigga, get the fuck from around here. We don't want your stupid ass. Bitch, we need bangers down here. We come up on bangers. David West was a post banger. You dig what I'm saying? Tyson Chandler was the alley. We was down there banging, getting them boys. Nigga, you come with that soft shit. Because you come from the front guard and you can have a spurt, bro. You think you still the front guard. No, you're not. You're not a fucking front guard anymore. Fuck college, fuck the pros. He's a security guard. Bitch, come be a security guard with me. Fuck. I respect you more. Fuck. You understand? Nigga ain't gonna fuck with you because I told you, nigga, I ain't fucking with that nigga, man. Nigga think you played on Game of Death with Bruce Lee and Kareem, bitch. Nigga think you know jiu-jitsu or something. Nigga, look at that eyebrow and get scared. Man, that bitch connect. Yeah, I ain't fucking with him. So you get that bitch cut. You don't look human. You don't look normal with that bitch connected like that. And that bitch thick. It look like a subway train. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. He just too soft for me, man. Ain't nowhere in the world you gonna tell me a generation of talent is supposed to be on that many teams and nobody trying to build no foundation around him. That's not a coincidence, dog. That's not a coincidence. Boy, Ewing, so I ain't gonna lie. That messed me up when Charlotte traded Zoda to Miami. I ain't see that coming because Charlotte had a good team. You know what I mean? They had a nice little roster over there. There was an expansion team. But then when Miami came in a couple of years, they took some more players and put with them to help their team grow. Shit. Tim Hardaway and Zoe go over there, they the number one seed ASAP. Like, I don't see how you got all these players that you could have had in consideration at least. Like, let's see the consideration list, if anything. So before y'all just start putting these dudes up in there that can't win the big game, that need all this help to win the big game, when all these other dudes ain't had the same opportunity. So it's like you skipping a line, bro. Like that's not right, and that's not fair to the player that came before them. And to me, that's showing favoritism. Them dudes gave the same thing that these dudes gave under stricter rules, lower pay, and worse stipulations. You know what I mean? These niggas got way top of the line. Oh shit. You dig what I'm saying? These old players ain't had that to the shit. So and they still went out there ain't missed no games, bro. But here you want to hold them back and I want to put them in the top 75. Well, I know it was 25 people that you could have found from 2010 on back. Because like I said, LeBron and them playing. You could have just went from 2010 on back and found 25 players to put in that top 75 that you know that was worthy. Yeah, in fact, I feel that on that. Yeah, they swept the role player though. But that's a big fact though. Cause see, let me tell you something. Dr. J played in the ABA and he played in the NBA. And he played against a lot of greats. So it's more than right to have his greats that came before him in his top five. That's how it's supposed to be. I'm not gonna never put nobody in my top five. But see, when you hear Jordan talk, he'll have Dr. J in his top five, or if he had a list of Dr. J be on that motherfucker, you know that. The people that paid the way for him and had him understanding the game at a high level so he could be great. So it's only when this era came, because you gotta understand when you mess up a good product, you get a nigga like Frank Lucas noticing the shit. And he gonna say something about it. Then you gonna start hearing whispers. Then the whispers gonna get louder and louder. Then people start they use the eye test like the old school heads come up, because you ain't have social media and internet to do no analytics and numbers and all that. You went up and the nigga was good because you was watching him. Yeah, that nigga nice right there. Yeah, he gonna be something. You keep on going. Unless it's an injury or something, or he just fall off the face of the earth. You got some people be like that for whatever reason. Can't have the star power. They dig, but say, bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. That shit hard to balance and judge. So you gotta stay focused. But you gotta always the reason why you gotta stay more focused because that's your lifeline, dog. You feel me? You rather go work at Popeyes, Walmart, construction worker, drive trucks, or go out there and play basketball that you've been doing since you was a kid for that type of money, where you can really have generational wealth and change shit. But you niggas get up there and buy the shit and buy all the wrong shit and don't give back. And it ain't the point that you're not giving back. It's the point that when you say something, your word supposed to be your bond. And I'm telling you, I done heard of a lot of rappers, a lot of people say this and say that. And when they get there and they make it, I'm telling you, they live in the motherfucking Hamptons. The bitch don't give a fuck about you. You dig? And the people that they do bring along, it be more yes men niggas than niggas you trying to put on the build generational wealth. It's be niggas that ain't got no get up about themselves who gonna let you bird feed them. You know what I mean? And that shit crazy. You can't let a nigga bird feed you. Cause the same way you helping him grow his status, you can help yourself. You know what I mean? Especially with this social media fucking shit going on. So for people to be in the situation that they in, I don't know. You know they ain't gonna promote the real anyway. So them type of people, yeah, they just do it because of the love. If it happen, it happen. If it blow, it blow. But if this what you love to do, just keep pushing. You know, don't never change. Do it how you do it. You know what I mean? And and just stay true to what you believe in. Because once you change for the money, you get shit like this going on. You got to cover up with 1,000 and a trillion lies to keep a narrative going. And real people gonna catch on to that shit, dog. Real people get tired of the bullshit because we already been in the shit since the slavery days. So it ain't nothing more that you can do or hurt us with since we kind of like free and we can move around and make our own money. We just got to be more smart and move smarter because, like I said, it's a lot of times we get the money and we think money can buy everything. But you gotta know one thing, dog. You gotta still look at your body, your skin color. Money can't get you out every jam. Because when they want you, they want you. They gonna get your ass. But you thinking you untouchable, you unstoppable, and this, brother. I'm telling you, when the people get tired of your motherfucking ass, they gonna lock your funk ass up and throw away the key. It ain't nothing you can do about that shit. So I don't know. The it's just like if you can promote that, you can promote the whole league like that. Some of them dudes had to earn their shit off the eye test because if we wasn't watching shit, yeah, we see him go for 30 the last 2, 3 years. But everybody down there scoring 30 in this league, how wide open it is. But then when you watch him and you watch him playing the way he's doing it, people, oh, he a foul merchant. Shit, everybody a foul merchant in this era. James Harden doing it. That's why they changed the rules. But y'all ain't say now we had a great 8 year run, foul baiting and foul merchant, the nigga. Y'all kept his career silent. But when it come to SGA, oh, he a foul merchant. Half his part can come from the line. But y'all didn't keep that same energy for James Harden when he was winning MVPs doing it. That's what I don't understand about this motherfucker. Some of these players, even though Kobe their favorite player, they still was a lover and a fan of the game. So they watching everybody when they come on. Shit, that nigga doing that shit. I'm gonna try that shit. Shit, see if they gonna give me those calls. Shit, that's all it is. Nigga watching, observing, put it in their repertoire. I ain't just watching Kobe, nigga. I'm watching everybody. I got a little bit of Harden, a little bit of Kobe, a little bit of T Mac, a little bit of Grant Hill. Bitch, I'm like a gumbo pot for real. Yeah. You feel me? So when you just love the sport like that, one dog, I ain't gonna lie, when I was used to come up, I told you in the 90s, everybody was a Jordan fan and shit, but I was a fan of the game, period. But then, like when the Fab Five came out, the nigga was freshmen. I heard about Chris Webber at Country Day, and I was like, man, this nigga like tall as a motherfucker to me, like 6'9". And you don't see 6'9" niggas walking through the wilderness. I'm just being honest. Like if you see a nigga that tall, you be shot. Like 6'9" nigga, and this nigga running point, just catching that bitch and pushing that hole, yamming that bitch, passing that bitch. I'm like, damn, this nigga. But they say he play power forward. I'm like, no way. Now I done seen Magic 6'9", and I seen Pippen. You understand? But this nigga here, this nigga was kind of different. I was like, what the fuck? And then he just booming that bitch. He booming that bitch. Every chance he get, he booming that bitch. I go to the park, nigga. My partner Brandon, we used to call him Earth. He was glass. He was left-handed. I used to call him Jalen Rose, and I used to be Chris Webber. We would run that pick and roll all day. But I couldn't dunk because I was always short. But I get the layup or hit the little mid range, and when I get into my little sweet spots or whatever, he the one taught me how to shoot. Cause I used to be bricking like a motherfucker. Cause I ain't know how to shoot. I just think it's just all about just shoot at the rim or try to make it or whatever. But he told me the right technique. Then when you hit, I said, damn, bro, that shit really. So, I wasn't no 3-point shooter and all that. I was a point guard. I facilitated. I get in the mid range. I drive the hole and make the layup if I can. Sometimes niggas swat that bitch because I'm 5'9". But I'm going in that bitch with trees, nigga. But 6'3" and 6'4". The tallest nigga I seen in the city that plays center, the nigga was like damn near 7 foot, but he was like one of the country teams. At the end of the day, when you look at the city teams, you might get a nigga that's like about 6'6", 6'7", but you ain't getting a nigga that's 6'9". I ain't like our centers on our basketball teams like 6'5", 6'6", like Jordan height. You dig? The nigga wasn't tall like that. That's why I just hope they bring back the fives. If they bring back the fives and the fours, we see some real competition. We can see Jokic really build like that because right now you're going against positionless basketball. And when you're on a post, you got a mismatch because you don't have no fours and fives. When you're on the fucking top of the key, you got a mismatch because you ain't got no fours and fives. You can see over everybody. You know what I mean? So it's easy for you to get those assists and backdoor cuss and shoot over people when you have that shot. That's not nothing great really about that, dog. That's what I'm saying. But when you watch Jamal Murray game, he dribbled a lot. He overextended his dribble sometimes for too much for me, but sometimes he still hit that bitch. And the way he did it against the Lakers that year, now he had like 2 game winners. Jokic hit a game winner too, but Jamal Murray also had a triple double that series. But all I was hearing was Jokic, 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 Jokic. Man, that team is built well. That team was well built, veteran mixed with a lot of youngsters. Y'all can't keep praising one nigga like he out there going against 15 by himself. That that would make y'all argument a little watered down. You know what I mean? Even much Jordan gave Pippen his props. Like I couldn't have did it without him. But y'all Jokic fans, y'all don't want to give nobody on that team no fucking props. That's why motherfuckers hate that team the way they do and give that team a hard time because how y'all pump up one nigga like he the only one out there putting that work in for that team. And I don't think that's right, bro. 'Cause that's why they say a team. Ain't no I in fucking team. And y'all be going too far with that Jokic shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie. And look, I'm gonna bring this point up right quick. I used to watch Gap. I'm not gonna lie, I was a big fan of him. But how I seen you run over there and chase Gill down to make a name for yourself, I guess because he was in the NBA and he had a few viewers over there. You could build your platform off going to him and cooking him because he don't know what the fuck he talking about anyway. But I noticed when my fucking brother called your stupid ass out, you ain't want to run up on that smoke. So what's up with that? Like, come on, man. But you still over there talking that Jokic shit. That's why, I ain't put you there dislike or hate nobody, but I don't think that's right, dog. If you gonna do content, you gotta get a good and a bad. And I never hear you say nothing bad. Even when he do have a bad game, and that's not right. I done seen other teams say this nigga ass, teammates save his ass, and you still come on there like like his teammates is just that trash. And that shit crazy to me. That shit crazy because we seen him without Jamal Murray when he tore his ACL and he missed that whole season. The ball couldn't even get out the second round, man. Both times Jamal couldn't play in the playoffs, the ball couldn't get out the first or the second round. Him getting his ass mollywopped. So with all this, and you make everybody good at it and all this and all that. That's what I'm saying. Y'all need to stop talking about shit and give everybody they just do. Because it ain't just him, man. Y'all be tripping me out. And you wonder why people, it's hard to give motherfuckers their credit. Because y'all be overextending it and y'all be doing the most. Now, when they say Jokic fans is just like the role player fans, I can believe it. I can believe it, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. Because I done seen some videos and I done read some comments. To me, by the role player simmering down, but he was trying to keep his name in the algorithm with all the bullshit off the with the podcast and the shit, with the shit he be saying, and now with his play, because his play can't back it up like that no more. Unless he going against a scrub ass team, he cherry picking who he play because he ducked the smoke. But what I'm saying is, Jokic fans worse than them, dog. I ain't gonna lie. They got the role player fans beat. I thought at least some of them coming to earth. Because if you go on YouTube right now, you see a lot of people talking about LeBron fans reacting to Jordan, and they changing their opinion. A lot of them, they waking up. They 93, all them boys starting to wake up. Like you can only pull a veil over real niggas' face so long before they say, "Hold up, man, bullshit, bullshit, bullshit." You gotta call it when you see it. What's up, love? No, listen, I'm not saying he's not a great player. What I'm saying is when they have success, that's all they give credit to is him. But if they lose, it's his teammates' fault. But I done seen some games where his teammates that bailed him out and they still give him the brunt of the praise. Like, and it's a team thing. Ain't no I in team. Like, so I just don't understand why people, especially in the sport of that atmosphere, do things like that. Like you trying to draw beef between the team, knowing that can draw some. some kind of complications or problems. But good thing them dudes like be blocking a lot of stuff out and they don't let it get to him. Cause Jamal still plays his game, whether Jokic do that shit or not. Jamal still gonna get his numbers and get off. Cause he could do it either way, whether Jokic got the ball all game or he don't. You understand? And I know one thing, Jamal probably thinking, as long as I'm in the game, I'm good. Like I said, cause I'm gonna get my numbers, I'm gonna get my shots. So if they fall, then they fall, and if they not, I'm gonna live with it. But I'm not gonna break the what the team got going on, knowing this is their style of play. But looking at Jamal on another team, I think he'll flourish way more. Because we see him go for 250 balls in the bubble. That wasn't no fucking fluke. The nigga did it twice. You understand? We seen him go off and hit game winners and get unconscious from behind the three, get to his spots. You know what I mean? So just imagine him and Cade or something like that. Uh, put Jamal on Miami Heat with Bam and move Tyler Hero, since y'all like that style of play anyway. Tyler could come off screen and run around, shoot threes all day. That what Jokic like anyway. And give him another player or draft pick or something. And we can use Jamal, Norman Powell, and Bam. Well, that'd be a nice little woo wow. Uh, who else? I can see Jamal playing with a few teams, helping them, get a couple of more wins, at least 5 to 10 more wins, and put him in the playoff berth. Not saying he can carry a team. I just want to see if he can though, because we never got a chance to see if he can do it. Besides him going crazy in the bubble, really, and then he got hurt. But I don't know, bro. I think he can though. I think he could get a team to the playoff. I feel it. I ain't say no, not me. Shit. I ain't gonna lie, I just want to see some good basketball though, because I feel like this. The matchups within itself, they fell to me right into place because the Timberwolves, like I said, been having Denver number. But Denver done revamped their offense and their defense. They they got a bench now. They restructured a lot of shit. Minnesota basically going out there the same way. They just believe they hard nosed, they grimy, they gritty. And like I say, they really remind me of that Memphis team with a little bit more firepower. You know what I mean? On offense. They hard nosed on defense, they get into you and they just play their style of basketball, they brand of basketball, and they live with the results. And if they get hot, that could be a series. And I think Anthony Edwards ain't scared of them. I don't think he's scared of them. And if he take on the task of checking Jamal, that'll be a good thing because now you asking everybody else to beat you, which I'm cool with that. I'm just not gonna let Jokic and Jamal go off, and then now we gotta scramble, and then everybody else getting easy buckets now. Because they're a good backdoor cutting team. When Valanciunas get up in there, he'll great pass out the post. He can stand at the top on the wing and hit the three and pass out there as well. So that's gonna be a nice series, intriguing series that I'm looking forward to watching. You see what I'm saying? And hold up, let me see something else because I told you I was about to break it down. I'm about to break it down for y'all. That's one of the games that I'm looking forward to. You know what I'm saying? So the next game I'm looking forward to is all right. We got the Cavs and the Rock. I mean, you got the Cavs and the Rafters. Saturday, 12 o'clock. Now this is what I'm saying. The Cavs lost to the Knicks, and who they lost to last year? Since Donovan Mitchell been there, they lost a couple of heartbreakers, and they got rid of Darius Garland, so they lost a lot of depth right there at their backcourt scoring. So I guess they thinking Max Spruce can take up the slack and do what he need to do. But this game right here, a really a toss up for me because I like the Raptors been doing. I like how they've been playing. You know what I'm saying? So this is a sneaky one right here. This is a sneaky one right here. And I know everybody be like, well, Cavs should win. They got home field advantage. They the high seed. Cool, fine, and dandy. But what I do like about Toronto, they don't have no quit. They keep fighting. And when I tell you, when they got a lot of dog in them, they got a couple of weapons over there that can go Glock for Glock. And the only reason why I'm saying that's really a toss up because we don't know what we're gonna get out of James Harden. We know Donovan Mitchell might show up a game or two, but he be having blunders too. He don't always show up the whole series. So both of them niggas really hit and miss. This our first time seeing Toronto really revamp again and probably give another strong push to try to make a name for themselves and get back in contentions. So if I was to have a say so in the pick, I would lean towards Toronto. But knowing the Cavs and the experience they have, they should win this series. But as you can see yesterday, they should ain't always the possibility and what's gonna happen. So I'm gonna pick the rap. I'm gonna go off on it in. I'm gonna pick the rap because I don't believe in James Harden. And I damn sure don't believe in Spider no more. Spider used to be my dog when I see him go off in the book. But then he been a quitter lately. Like and he don't show up every game of the series. Like I say, that's a downfall for me, especially when you trying to be that upcoming star and put your name on a pedestal with the other greats that came to like to play this game. You nice and all, but you just not consistent enough for me. You know what I mean? You got to be consistent. So I don't know how many series. I mean, I don't know how many games it's gonna go, but I'm gonna lean towards the Rafters just to edge them out. You know what I mean? Because I think the Rafters have enough to go Glock for Glock with them. Now, what could get the Rafters problems is the big men that they do present with Mobley and Jarrett. But let's see how they play. Because I noticed if you do have a mismatch like that, y'all don't always take advantage of the mismatch in this era because it's a 3-point shooting lead. And that's why I think y'all be fucking up at instead of playing to y'all strengths. So if I think the Raptors have played more to their strengths than the Cavs, if you're asking me. The Cavs gonna start relying on threes. I feel it because it's a 3-point lead. They think they got 3-point shooters all over. So it's gonna be a jack of lot records for real, for real. And if the Raptors could just weather the storm a couple of games and still 1 or 2 here and there and just protect home field advantage, they could win this. That's all I'm saying. They can win this. So let's go to the next one. We got the Timberwolves and we got the Nuggets. You understand? So the Timberwolves and the Nuggets. Let's see what this shit go down to. All right. Cam Johnson, unknown injury status day to day. Christian Brown, ankle day to day. And S. Jones, hamstring day to day. So who on Naj Reed, unknown injury status day to day. Anthony Edwards, knee day to day. So the Minnesota Timberwolves are 7-3 in their last 10 games versus the Denver Nuggets. So that's what we dealing with. The Minnesota Timberwolves, once again, is 7-3 in their last 10 games against the Denver Nuggets. So you would say the niggas is not scared of them boys, and they do have confidence that I got the numbers to back it up. You know what I mean? Like when it's time to go block for block, wall for wall, and the prediction they got what you call them winning the game. To be honest with you, they got Denver winning this bitch by 69% to 31%. You know what I mean? So she I don't know. But this my take on it, and this my overall take on it. I know what you call them not scared of them. You know, they're not scared of them at all. The Minnesota Timberwolves feel like they could go in there and beat them people whenever they want. For real. And that's the sad part about it. Is this gonna become a psychological thing for the Denver Nuggets? Because at the end of the day, you see these the dudes ain't backing down. You see Anthony Edwards, he got another get up, get it. He hit another gear when it come to playing you guys. Like he not scared to win the overtime. He done hit cuss baskets 3 after 3 a couple of years in a row. When he played y'all the last couple of times, like when they counted in the playoffs. Say, but this shit getting real. Like, if this about to become one of the NBA rivalries that we about to be seeing in the next 4 or 5 years to come, unless a drastic trade happen. Because I like what I see in both of these teams. They're not backing down in the last, like I said, the last couple of games that they had. Minnesota been getting the best of them in 7-3, right? It's crazy. 7-3. What's up with it, baby? Yeah, we all been doing that. That's the best way to go, man. You gotta keep getting it. Like it ain't gonna fall in your lap. So not just because the Timberwolves is 7-3 against them, just knowing like watching them the last couple of playoff matchups. Until Denver can adjust and do something different, I'm gonna get an edge to the Timberwolves. And because of the simple fact, I'm gonna get an edge to the Timberwolves because I know their style. I know they believe in how they play and what they bring to the table. Now, them hitting threes is gonna be major. Can they be on? You know, because normally when they be on from 3 to 9 reads and I forgot they got DiVincenzo. Look, bro, say about she there ain't no fucking scrubs over there, man. Yeah, this Nuggets team is different. But I ain't tripping off that. I ain't tripping. I already said that. This is a toss up for me, but looking at the last few matchup that they had when they counted and looking at this last 10 games that they played, they 7-3 for a reason, bro. Like only thing I'm saying is they're not scared of these dudes. They're not scared of them. And they had all these look, the what I like about what the Nuggets did, their backup center, Valanciunas, Cam Johnson. They got Doodle Brown. They added another dude. I forgot his name. Like I say, they didn't revamp. Aaron Gall can stay healthy, come out there. He gonna get good numbers. He gonna do him. But I'm still looking at the defensive priorities. Julius Randle could check Aaron Gall. I put Julius on Aaron. I put Ant-Man on Murray. And I let just Rudy Gobert just roam on Jokic. Especially if Jokic at the top of the key. Just play off him. Let him shoot threes all day. He ain't gonna make all them bitches. He ain't gonna make all of them. So the style that Minnesota played, you can see it give Denver problems. That's why the record speaks for itself in the playoffs the last time they met and through the last 10 games of this season. They played they how many times they played, they said they played 10 times this season. And Minnesota won 7 of them bitches. That's not by no accident, man. Another intriguing matchup. We got the Hawks and we got the Knicks. I gotta go with the Knicks because I know they learned. I know they about to let the Hawks beat them, but I know the Hawks revamped themselves. They got Kuminga, they got Johnson, they got a couple of pieces over there. You understand? So I'm not really worrying about the Hawks like that. They just on a rebuilding and they is making noise, and they finally made the playoffs without getting in the play, going through the play. So the Hawks making strides. That's all I can say about them. But this should be an easy win for the Knicks. You know, the Knicks shouldn't have no problems or struggling with them, especially with the playoff atmosphere being the way it is. The Garden gonna be rocking. Madison Square Garden is always a basketball stadium for its atmospheres and electricity, electrifying the fans. So I think they're gonna go out there and put on a good show. As you say, that them Woods doing series is gonna be interesting because T Woods find some way to get a Nuggets problem match. So that's what I'm saying. That's all I was saying. For some reason, the T Wolves give these people a problem when they match up with them. And it's been like that since they met in the playoffs when Ant-Man hit that three and they could win in the overtime and they wind up beating them boys in 7 games. Like Ant-Man and them not scared of that team. And they match up well because like I said, now that you got Julius Randle, at first you had Cat, but now that you got Julius Randle, you could put him on Aaron Gordon. Ant-Man like to defend the best player anyway. Put him on Murray and help with Nas Reed and Rudy Gobert on Jokic. And just look, if the other team is on and they hot and they beat you, it's cool. I'm cool with that. I ain't even tripping. But I don't see I just don't see it. I ain't gonna lie to you. Until I see it, that's when I'm gonna believe it. But Timberwolves been on them boys' helmet, man. They've been on their neck and they ain't letting off and they ain't letting them up. You know, they really down. But they're at 7 counts right now. They got to make it to 8 to be a standing 8 count. The referee called off at 7. You get your ass punched on this time and get bust up, man. You already know. I don't give a damn. It's time to reload, nigga. Relocate or something. You better do like Sugar on Harlem Night. Time to relocate. With the Calhoun. Better relocate like a motherfucker. Yeah, the Knicks and the Hawks ain't no way need to talk about that because the Knicks firepower, defensive intensity, they should bring to the table. They got way more defensive wing players. I like the Bridges and Ananova, what they bring if they healthy to play. This should be an easy cakewalk for them. The next series I got on there at 7:30, which is Saturday, will be the Lakers and the Rockets. Now, this is the one that I'm gonna be like I'm talking about crawfish, everything. I'm gonna be all in it. You understand? Because this is the battle of Grady and Sanford and Son. 2 old niggas. Now ain't no Grady was beefing with Fred, but look like they beefing. They at each other helmet. So this was supposed to be for legacy. Kendrick Perkins. If LeBron go out there and pull this off, the GOAT conversation is over. Every time you about to do something, the GOAT conversation is over. Y'all been saying that shit for 40 years. 40 fucking years. And that nigga still hunting, still searching. Like he Glenn Jones. I've been searching for so long. And you ain't get that yet, nigga. Like, come on, bro. You just, something ain't right with you, dog. Like, I don't know why people even must put you in a category of certain things. But like I said, this the battle of Grady and Sanford and Fred, man. So when I got out this deal, I got a lot to talk about because what the media been saying so quite so I might be a little minute on this one because you know the role player always give me like yeah. You feel me? So first thing I just addressed with the Kendrick Perkins thing, talking about if he pull this off without Luka and Austin Reeves, this make him the GOAT if he beat K. Rodgers. Then the second thing I got the problem with, they talking about he got to go back to 2018 LeBron. Well, hold up, 2018 LeBron ain't fucking win. He got his ass swept. So why the fuck you want him to go back there? To still lose? Like, it don't make no sense what you're saying. So you missed me with that one. So I was like, God damn, like they know he gonna get his ass. Well, they already know they put it out there. Then the third thing that pissed me off was what Uncle She said was people count LeBron out, the role player. Keep counting the role player out. Y'all don't remember what he did in 2018? Nigga, he lost. What you keep bringing up something he lost about? Like, I don't understand niggas like what they. Oh, you talking about the time he scored the 51 points and quit in overtime. That's what he really did, but you don't want to keep going. But you talking about when he scored the 51? No, keep going. Keep saying what happened, because there ain't all that happened, dog. See, that's what I'm saying. You won't talk about what you want to talk about. You won't bring up what you want to bring up. But you talking about keep doubting LeBron, keep knocking LeBron. Y'all didn't see what he did. You didn't see what he did against Detroit when he scored a 29 straight point. Boy, your trauma I'm talking about skin dry. I know your mouth dry the motherfucker from all that sucking, boy, you be doing. Just like last year. Lakers and 5. Lakers and 5. Where your fucking ass was after that fucking series? You and the Lakers was high. You and the Lakers was high. Boy, you changed your whole tune. Nah, keep the same thing. I don't want to hear that before all that. You was talking about Cancun, Bamboo, Lakers in 5. Yeah, you get she rock, beatbox, Lakers in 5. Keep that same fucking energy, nigga. I don't want to hear that shit. Now all of a sudden you changing your tune and he 41 years old. What you expect the man to do? Joe say, you expect him to turn back the hands of time like that? Oh man, yeah, he gonna have to play like 40 plus minutes. He gonna have to play like 40 plus minutes. I said, man, smoking crack for real. You need to die that bill, boy. I think you getting Alzheimer's right now. You all over the place. Y'all don't know what to say. Y'all don't know what to believe. But this is what I know. I'm looking at KD more than anything in this motherfucking series. Cause guess what? You got another crack at the role player, at the person that say that's the king of your era. You know they robbed you in 2012, so you got your lick back and you need to go to state. That don't count. So now you got a chance to prove this shit. Yeah, this shit count right here. Take this nigga out. Send him home. Him and his bum ass son. Now you got the pleasure to send him and his son home. 2 for 1, that nigga, man. Buy one, get one free, nigga. Straight like that. You come out here and you don't help them dudes when my brother Ticket say that's all they needed was a score like you because y'all ain't had that type of efficient score. Jalen Green wasn't it. Now they got you. Put up or shut up. All that Twitter account and burner account, nigga. Nigga don't want to hear all that shit. Nigga know that's you. You been getting away flying under the radar with a lot of bullshit and you ain't been winning. You can't be the highest order without winning, though. You gotta win to be the highest order. Everybody winning on your watch too. What was up? Since you left Golden State, nigga heard from you. Nigga said you almost come outside. Nigga said you just smoke weed and been on your burner account all day. You smoke weed all day, huh? You be on your burner account all day, huh? You don't be want to come outside since you ain't been winning. You hiding in that bitch with the gas mask on. Show your face, man. Then you want to get on a podcast and try to make fun. Talking about a dude left to go play baseball. That's how stupid and dumb y'all niggas is. And you gonna really say that shit out your mouth, thinking you about to clown on a nigga when this man got a better resume than you, and they say you're a better scorer. He did more than you with less help, but they say you're a better scorer. Only thing that dude had was Scottie Pippen, and he made all them dudes great around him. He ain't shit on Russell Westbrook, and man, I can't play with him. I can't, man, make him play right. Be a leader. Jump in that nigga shit. What you scared of that nigga? You ain't no fucking leader, dog. And you be walking around this bitch like a nigga supposed to respect you. Nigga respect real leaders. You're a part of all these organizations, but you don't know how to lead. You don't know how to get your fucking hyenas in line. They running over you, man. They ain't listening to you. You know what I mean? You more of a yes man, mocha see, mocha do ass nigga. That's how I look at you because you did everything another nigga did, and even though you won on the first go round, ain't no way in the world you gonna sit here and tell me a nigga gonna call me a bitch and stop me from winning championships. No, that shit. Look, we gonna fight this shit out like the old school. You call me a bitch, let's fight it when we get to the locker room. Then we could go outside in the back by the dumpster, bitch. But you ain't about to fuck up my bag and my championship, right? And I'm the reason why we winning this bitch. And nigga, y'all got your ass whooped. Y'all came to me. You had more firepower in that conversation and in that fucking wall than anything than tucking your tail and running because the nigga called you a bitch. That was the sad part about it. That was the sad part about that whole situation. You feel me? And say, bro, I swear to God, I hope KD do have a field day with that role player. Cause guess what? Like I said, all eyes on him more than the role player. Cause nobody expecting that nigga to win without Luka and Reeves anyway. They just playing that seed so KC do. Oh, I never man, well, we ain't never seen a 40-year-old do this. Take down KD, a healthy Warrior team, and he missing two of his best. You could hear the fucking narrative coming right now. But that shit don't move nothing, boy. The trees ain't much blowing around. Ain't a liquor wind blowing around here with that shit. Nigga, trash still everywhere around here. You gotta pick that shit up yourself and don't throw it down there. And I'm tired of picking up that nigga trash. For real, boy. That dude trash for real. And he been hiding around other people, town and surrounding him and getting all the praise and the prize for it. That's why KD struggling now. You see how hard that shit is because you, even though you picking the players, that's not the players you really want. You understand? Ain't no way in the world I would have got no fucking Bradley Beal to go with me and Devin Booker. I could have used that money and put somewhere else. You dig what I'm saying? That just goes to show me how your thinking is. You trying to outdo this nigga. So you had to hire Sarah Cal, hire Ryder Big Three. I'm gonna do the same thing, but you ain't winning with that shit. That shit ain't translating and winning. And look what Chris Paul did, brought his own self over there and just added one piece and probably another piece here and there. You dig? And then man brought them niggas to the finals. Your ass couldn't even much do that. There's levels to this shit, man. The name don't make you win no championship because oh you KD or you a role player or you sheet rock. No man, you gotta put that work in. Look at Steph. You can tell Steph put that work in and he live with the result. One thing I like about Steph though, that nigga gonna pull that bitch. Ain't no making no right basketball play. Miss or lose, miss or make it a win. That nigga gonna pull that bitch. And that's what the team needs you to do. Pull, pull. If they pull that thing, man, we relying on you to do something, man. I don't see how you can't. I don't see how you can't take that shot. I don't see how you don't want that smoke. That's not trying to be great doing that. That never was to me. Unless the game wasn't relying on you to take that shot or you wasn't the start of the team. But when you the alpha of the team, the number one uno, you supposed to take that shot. You ain't passing that bitch to no Robin in no corner talking about take that shot. Ain't no hot potato. A nigga going 1, 2, 3, get to their spot and raise up and take that shot. The fact of the matter is you never had that speaks I'm talking about that speaks big volumes, bro. Even must Kawhi develop that shit. Kawhi could have did that shit. Kawhi was gonna take that shot. I'm hard on that nigga for a reason because it's help, but dog, you can't sit here and tell me, dog, this the best thing we seen since sliced bread because this nigga played 40 years and he trying to accumulate all the numbers to make it seem like that would make him number one in everything that makes him the go to this, the go to man, stop it. Stop it. And you trying to play and push the numbers to the point where nobody can reach it with your dumb ass. Look, let me tell you something. The way the NBA play right now, niggas scoring 140, 150 points a game, nigga gonna easily catch that 40,000. Believe that. The rate of the scoring and the way it's open up and the motion threes they shoot, that shit is caught. That shit is caught. And because Kevin Durant passed Michael Jordan scoring, no, that don't make that nigga better scoring than Michael Jordan. He just played longer. That's all that means. He just played longer. What is about 17, 18 years in the league? Jordan only played 15 and 2 of them was fucking broke foot and came back on retirement. And you still count them two as a season, so that's how I get to 15. But in reality, he only played 13 healthy seasons. And that nigga got 6 of them things. That's better than 50%, man. Yeah, fuck how you count the kick, man. Something wrong with y'all niggas, bro. Kevin Durant came to do that shit. Kevin Durant can't lead his own team to the fucking water and make him drink. OKC was a trophy away waiting to happen. And that nigga left. That nigga left. That's why Russ wasn't scared of that nigga. Russ used to be trying to bully that nigga every time they played Golden State. Russ was bringing that shit to his head too. You hear me? They all in each other's face. Hey, hey, hey. That boy Russell mad at your bitch ass for that whole ass movie he did. But he can't say nothing because he with him. You see the dresses he be wearing. Like our brother Clement say, go along, get along, gang. You gotta go along to get along, baby. Either get down or lay down. Nigga, get down, lay down. Either way, you fucked. I don't give a damn. Either get down or lay down. You're getting down either way. Whether you lay or get down. Nigga, that's a lose-lose question. I don't see y'all nigga let that slide. Nigga, get down and lay down. Boy, if you don't get the fuck around here with that shit, ain't that much boss hogging in the fucking world. You have to jump and beat me to death or something. And then if you don't kill me, boy, you know we coming back. So, like I said, it don't make sense to try to do shit like that when you know a nigga ain't about to let that shit slide. So it's gonna keep going. It's gonna become a cycle. Like your kid get old, he mad at my kid because I done smoke your daddy. Now your son smoke my son. Nah, man, that shit ain't about to go like that. That shit ain't supposed to go like that. But then you got people, just don't give a fuck no more. Whatever benefit them, whatever benefit them. What I noticed too, and I'm gonna keep it real with you, bro. See when they let the NBA become friendly competition and you kill the integrity of the game, the defensive intensity. Why you think they was killing the All-Star break? Because they don't want to embarrass their friends. They don't want to make their friends look stupid. If they feel like they gonna fail, or they gonna miss the shot, or they gonna miss the dunk, or they gonna miss the three, or they gonna turn the ball over. Man, that's all a part of the game. That's how you gotta work on the game. Hold on, y'all.